And what's good, everyone? Welcome in. Glad to have you guys back at the stream once again tonight. Happy Friday night, everybody. Once again, covering play-by-play here of the NBA going down. Game number 6. Single game elimination for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Memphis up in the series 3-2. Can close it out tonight. Have to do it on the road, though, at the Target Center. This game out in Minneapolis, Minnesota. If you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, as we're going to tip off, I believe, in around 10 to 15 minutes from now, hopefully, with a tip-off between these two teams. But yeah, this has been a great series. Back-to-back close games combined by 3 total points. Just been a phenomenal series going down here between these two teams. TGU, welcome back to the stream here, brother. Glad to have you back in, man. Michael, Shelia, No Ego, welcome back in from Jamaica on the channel. Make sure to vote in that poll. Who do you guys got tonight in this one here, Grizzlies or T-Wolves? And let me know out in the chat as well who you're taking in this game. But yeah, it's been an awesome series. Ja Morant game-winning layup in game number 5 of the series, as he was stone cold in the first half, and then second half he showed up in a big way, had 13 straight points to close out the game for Ja Morant, including the game-winning layup, as he dropped down a grand total of 30 points, 13 rebounds, 9 assists. As Memphis was able to battle themselves back, trailing by 14 at one point, and they pulled out the victory against the T-Wolves. So Minnesota took games number 1 and 4. Memphis taking games 2, 3, and 5. And 2 of those victories were come from behind by Memphis in the series. Johnny, what's good? Welcome back in. AP Mac on the channel, welcome in. I'm thinking a high-scoring game here. Yeah, this series has had like a ton of falls to it. A bunch of threes made by Minnesota. For Memphis, it's meant paint points. These two teams basically the polar opposites. Memphis, number 1 in 2-point shooting attempts this season. Number 2 in 2-point shooting makes. Outscoring Minnesota plus 80 points in the paint. 272 to 192 throughout the series. And they've got 3 games where they've scored 60 points or greater in the paint for Memphis. Just taking it right to the rim. And that's put Minnesota into deep, deep foul trouble. Minnesota is averaging 28 personal fouls per game. That's 140 total fouls throughout the series for the T-Wolves. And they are the second most fouled team in the NBA. For Minnesota, it's all about the threes. They're top in the NBA in three-point makes, just under 15 per game. When they've made 16 threes and 18 threes, they've been able to pull out wins in games 1 and game 4. But they made 14 threes. One shy of around their season average, 14 in the last game, and they lost by a game-winning layup by 2 to Ja. So just absolutely crazy here that these two teams have been like polar opposites, and if Minnesota reaches 15-plus threes, they get a good chance to win. If Memphis scores 60-plus points in the paint, there's a really, really good chance that the Grizzlies take this game here. Ansis, welcome back in. Glad to have you in the stream, man. Virgilio, welcome on board. Winner of this game will take on Golden State in the second round. Looks like we got some time before tip-off, so some of the games tip off like 4 minutes past the hour or bottom of the hour. This one's going to tip off in around 12 minutes, so we got a little bit of time before this game tips off. Looks like Memphis goes into this matchup 12-point favorite. Over-under set at 229.5 between these two teams tonight. I'm still trying to see if there's like a list for the Memphis starters. They don't even have that out. Yeah, I get the starters for Minnesota, but there's nothing about the Grizzlies starters that's out just yet. Nothing even put like online or anything being released. I'm going to take the Heat in that series. Should be a really good series. Both of those series matchups in the Eastern Conference semifinal. It's going to be terrific. Katrina, welcome to the stream. Vegas, what's good? Robin, welcome back in. Hope all is going well, everybody. Glad to have you guys join in. Happy Friday night. As we're going to tip off in around 11 minutes from now. We got a little bit of time before tip-off, looks like. Yeah, nothing being announced so far about the starting lineups for Memphis. So this is it for the first round. The final game, we'll see if Minnesota can stretch it out to a 7. Or if it's going to be done tonight in 6. Yeah, that's crazy, man. It's crazy for the reach that the Patriots had yesterday. Embiid had a torn ligament in his thumb that he's playing through. He has to undergo surgery in the offseason. I'll see if there's anything new, though. Oh, wow, 10 minutes ago. Orbital fracture? What is this? So this happened, I guess, in the last game yesterday for Joel Embiid. When Philadelphia was up by 29 points, that's when it happened. Up by 29 points with 3 minutes remaining in the quarter. Terrible time to get injured, so... Looks like Joel Embiid's out indefinitely. This is just being announced around 10 minutes ago due to an orbital fracture. Concussion, per reports. Robin, thanks so much for the dono. Appreciate it here. Let's get that dono hype out on the stream here. Best of luck to Bill tonight, taking Minnesota. Looking for the Game 7. Yeah, so this news just coming in here. Looks like by Shams Charania. Reporting that Joel Embiid is out indefinitely now. Suffered a right orbital fracture and a mild concussion when Philadelphia was up by 29 points. Wow. That means it's James Harden time. James Harden better show up for the second round. Robin, the legend of the streams. Really appreciate it for Robin here. You guys are legendary in the channel. James, welcome back in. Amadou, welcome in. Yeah, just unfortunate, man, for Embiid. The scoring champ this season. Looks like they got on Twitter. Looks like NBA Central put up the play where Embiid got injured. The score was 119-90 with under 4 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter when Embiid got injured. So it was 4 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter, 119-90 when he got injured. Like, you're up by 29 points. Like, come on. That's all on Doc Rivers there. Got to protect your players for the next rounds. Whole playoffs is a marathon. And you just put the top scorer in the NBA with some great risk, already playing through an injury already. That's just irresponsible. So I just saw that play. It happened with around 4 minutes remaining in the fourth when they were up by 29. That's just inexcusable. So an orbital fracture is when there's a break in one of the bones surrounding the eyeball. As it was shown that Embiid got poked in the eyeball in the last 4 minutes of that game yesterday. And yeah, just absolutely unfortunate. That's a big, big loss there for Philadelphia. Just gives the Heat a really good chance to make it to the Eastern Conference Finals now. Yeah, Heat's going to have a big advantage. And yeah, James Harden better show up if they want any chance for Philly. Which he had a big game yesterday. Uncle Pizzle, welcome back to the streamer, man. Wow, Farda's AMAC committed to Texas Tech today. I actually didn't hear that. I was working on a lot of stuff today, but they just saw breaking news right here. Joel Embiid out indefinitely. Right orbital fracture, mild concussion. Just devastating. They're showing the replay right now on the television screen. We have around 6 minutes before tip-off. Anthony, welcome back in, man. I think there's a good chance the Celtics could take it. I do see that series going into 7, though, between Boston and Milwaukee. I just wish that the teams that they were lined up to play are at full strength, because the Celtics have got everybody back from injury, whereas the other 3 teams of the East are dealing with injuries. That's the thing. Embiid now out indefinitely. And then Chris Middleton is out for the whole series for the Bucks. And then Jimmy Butler missed some time in the playoff series against Atlanta for the Heat. It's the championships that some teams win. The worst are like when you face like an easy schedule with teams shorthanded that people want to like put it with an asterisk next to it. I just hope whoever wins the championship, it's not described as a team with an asterisk right next to it. If they have to go through like an easy path with injuries all over the place by other teams that they face each round, and then they make it to the into the finals, and then there's still injuries that happen, and just be crazy. Wow, Terrence Shannon committed to Illinois too. So Texas Tech making up for it, making moves in the portal. Clam chowder lobster rolls, they'll have to wait for a couple months from now. That's usually like a big thing around like June and July. Yeah, today I had chicken and peas. I had for today. What's good, Packless? Welcome back to the stream. We're going to start off in about 3 minutes, I believe, with tip-off from now. I'm going to go for the Bucks there for the greater home court advantage. Because the Celtics, they should be able to do their job and take their games at home. If Boston splits the series heading over to Milwaukee, I think the Celtics are in trouble. I think the Celtics have to go 2-0 to start off the series. Because Milwaukee, historically in the past, they have struggled early on in the series, and they get better and better and better. They lost game number 2 against Chicago. They played a close game 1, able to win Chicago in the Rockfest. And we've seen from time and time before, Milwaukee trail in the series. They were down 0-2 last year against Brooklyn, came back and won. And yeah, if the Celtics don't go out of Boston up 2-0, I think they're in quite a bit of trouble. Because Milwaukee's such a tough place to play. And there's going to be fans just packing the arena, also outside the arena. There's going to be fans lined up watching off the top of the screen. This game is on ESPN. I'm not sure where you can get it out in the UK, but I know in the US it's on ESPN. Yeah, they got a lot of stuff going on, though, tonight, because they got round 2 of the NFL draft tonight that they're doing. It's 2 and 3 they got tonight. Yeah, fried clams too, cohogs. That's some big stuff we have over in my area as far as food. Yeah, a lot of those places usually open up like Memorial Day or so. A lot of the seafood places. Yeah, that's right on Cape Cod for Buzzards Bay. I'm in like the southeast area. So I'm like close to Providence. There's like a lot of water that I'm like surrounded by. There's like a lot of rivers in my area. But once you get down to the beach, like the closest beaches to me, I'd say would have to be like Westport, Mass, Little Compton, Rhode Island. Those are like actual like beaches like bordering the Atlantic Ocean, because there's other beaches like on bays and stuff. And on Newport, Rhode Island, too. It's about like an hour or so. Jason, what's good? Welcome back to the stream here, brother. We're going to tip off in just a minute. Memphis got 4 players listed out tonight. Steven Adams, Zaire Williams, Killian Tilly, and Santi Aldama listed out for this game. It took a while to get that injury report out from Memphis. Nobody listed out for Minnesota tonight. As we take a look at the starting five for Memphis on the road for this game, John Morant, Desmond Bane, Dylan Brooks, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Xavier Tillman. Going up against Minnesota, Patrick Beverley, D'Angelo Russell, Anthony Edwards, Jared Vanderbilt, Karl Anthony Towns. Gonna tip off in just a moment. If you guys are new in the channel here, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Incredible series between these two teams. Last two games finished by a combined 3 points each. A win by Minnesota by 1 in game number 4, 119-118. And then the last game in game 5, John Morant. Game-winning layup. He exploded for 30 points. He was held to single digits at halftime, but had a huge impact in the second half. He scored the last 13 points for Memphis. Pulled out the victory 111-109. Kelly, welcome back in here, man. In store for a great game tonight. This game is solo tonight, the only game of the NBA. Final game of the first round. Memphis looking to pull off the W. If they do, they'll move on. They'll face Golden State in round number 2. Minnesota looking to force a game 7. This game is at Minnesota. Memphis, white uniforms, blue numbers, blue letters for this matchup. Minnesota goes in the dark blue uniforms, white numbers, white letters on the back of the jerseys. John Morant finding his rhythm second half of game number 5. It's going to be Jaren Jackson Jr., Karl Anthony Towns going up for the tip here at midcourt. Here we go as we get ready for game number 6, and we are underway as Memphis controls the opening tip. First possession now for the Grizzlies. Morant takes it past midcourt. Defended top of the key by Beverley. Passes out to his left to Desmond Bane. Sharp shooter. Having a tremendous playoff series. That's a turnover, though. Down low, it will go into Minnesota. Russell at the top of the key. First possession for the T-Wolves. Russell, bounce pass off the foot of Anthony Towns. Loose ball. And the whistle blows. It's going to be kicked ball violation. It will stay Memphis basketball. Yeah, Celtics going into Sunday with a couple more days rest. I thought they were going to push back the game a little bit more, like have it like Monday or so. Put it on Sunday, though. At the left corner, Minnesota gets the inbounds. Edwards. At the wing of the perimeter, he's defended by Dylan Brooks. Bounce pass left elbow into the hands of Anthony Towns. Rises for the jumper, left baseline. Cats. First made bucket of the game. That's good at the left baseline for Cats. Sean Sam, welcome in. Happy Saturday morning out to you guys in the Philippines. Jumper from the corner. Memphis missed off the back rim by Bane. Rebound gets pulled down by Beverley. Beverley looking to bring out the energy. Moves on top to Anthony Towns. Cat dribbles, drives the lane, floats up the shot, missed off the back rim. Battle for the rebound, pulled down by Desmond Bane. Bane right past midcourt, loose ball, stolen away right from behind by D'Angelo Russell. Minnesota gets it back out in transition, lost the handle. Morant comes up with a steal, outlet pass. Bane, one dribble, inside with a layup, right hand, good for 2. 10:40 left to go in the first. Back-to-back turnovers by each team. Russell has it top of the key. Passes over to Anthony Towns. Moves it out left corner. Beverley open. Shoots the 3 over Ja. Bounces off the back rim. Twice no good. Rebound gets pulled down for Memphis. Grizzlies will slow it down past midcourt. Here's Ja. Top of the key. Lobs into the hands of Xavier Tillman. Hands it back over to Ja. Dribbles. Attacks. Puts up the mid-range shot. Off the glass. No good. Tipped up. Rebound pulled down by Cat. Pushing tempo here. 2-on-1 for Minnesota. Beverley floats up that tier. Ja missed off the glass. No good. And the rebound gets pulled down by Jackson Jr. for Memphis. 10 minutes left to go in the first. 2 minutes through. Brooks driving to the cup. Missed the layup off the back rim. And the rebound pulled down by Anthony Edwards. Minnesota now with a possession. Edwards at the right wing perimeter. He's defended by Bane. Edwards dribbles towards his left. Drives down the lane. Edwards, mid-range, gets it. That's good for 2 by Anthony Edwards. His coming out party so far in these playoffs, it's 2, should be. It's Minnesota up 4-2. 9:25 left to go in the first. Deflected pass. It was from Ja to Bane in the corner. Deflected out of bounds by Minnesota by Russell. So Minnesota up 4-2 early on. What's good, Harry? Welcome back to the stream. Inbound from Memphis at the right corner. Morant takes the three at the right corner. No good off the rim. Rebound gets pulled down for Minnesota. Edwards at the wing. Cold start by both of these teams. Minnesota 2 of 5. Memphis 1 of 5. Beverly. Pass off the roll down. Towns. Deflected and he gets fouled. Down low. Game clock will stop. 9:05 remaining. That's going to be the first foul of the game. Picked up by Triple J. Jaren Jackson Jr. from Memphis. So this is some great basketball action we got going on right now. We went almost a full 3 minutes without a single personal foul. That's great. It's a reach and fall charge to Jackson Jr. to Grizzlies. I mean, like the last game that I witnessed, the clock kept on stopping every like 15, 20 seconds. There was a foul on the floor. Inside a key, Beverly dumps it down low to Edwards, and it's going to be called a turnover on Pat Beverly. So we'll go back to Memphis. 9 minutes remaining first quarter. Ja yet to score so far. Has the basketball. Takes it past midcourt. Morant at the left elbow. Defended by Beverly. Passes back outside to Dylan Brooks. Brooks around the perimeter. Shovels it out to the free throw circle. Xavier Tillman. Bounce pass off to the cutter. Kick out corner. Open three. Triple J. Splash. He has got it. Nice setup there from Memphis. In the out. Jaren Jackson Jr. on the board with a 3-ball. 8:30 left to go in the first. Edwards. Has it top of the key for Minnesota. Dribbles. Attacks inside the key. Anthony Edwards left hand. He scores off the glass up and in. Anthony Edwards, top scorer so far. He got 4 points for the T-Wolves. The first bucket by Karl-Anthony Towns with 2 so far. A 3 by Jaren Jackson Jr. Desmond Bane with a 2 for Memphis. 6-5 Memphis with a possession. Ja Morant has it the wing. Dribbles towards his right. Ja passes right corner. Dylan Brooks off the catch. Fires from 3. Rattles it home. That's good. Dylan Brooks knocks down the 3-ball. Pringle, what's good? Welcome back in here, man. Great start to this game. 7:50 left to go in the first. Up fake. Russell. Passes. Cutter. Baseline. Edwards gets fouled. Should be 2 coming up at the free throw line here for Anthony Edwards. $7:45 left to go in the first. Edwards will shoot 2. Putting up 24 points per game in the series. Had a monster first playing game against the Clippers. And the first free throw he makes. What's good, Coco Peds? Happy Saturday morning from Sydney. Second one, good by Edwards. So Anthony Edwards has 6 of the 8 so far for Minnesota. 7:40 left to play in the first. Memphis with a possession. Brooks at the wing. Pass on top to Bane. Bane dribbles down the lane. Floats up the teardrop. He gets it. Desmond Bane with 2. Minnesota has the possession. Karl-Anthony Towns, hand off to Russell. Loose ball, far side of the floor. Hustle play by Jackson Jr. Couldn't come down with it. Another chance. Wow, sliding in the hardwood. Bane almost had it for a moment. Couldn't track it down, and Russell gets in the Minnesota backcourt. 5 in the shot clock. T-Wolves with a 3. Oh, that's good. Anthony Edwards knocks down the 3-ball as he's got now currently 9 points of the 11 for Minnesota. Relentless to keep the possession out in front for Minnesota. Ja shoots the mid-range jumper, gets fouled, and it's going to send Morant to shoot 2. It's on Karl-Anthony Towns, who picks up the blocking foul. So we're going to take the first time out of the game here. What a start. 11-10 Minnesota. Anthony Edwards cold-blooded with 9 of the 11 so far. So he is the age of 20 for Anthony Edwards. Turns 21 on August the 5th. Top draft pick from the class of 2020. So his second season, and he is on a rise here. Coming out party in these playoffs for Anthony Edwards. I think it's back with 03 when that was with LeBron back in 03. LeBron, Melo, Bosh, D. Wade, all in that draft class there back from 2003. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified here. Future live streams I do cover. I cover basketball action, the channel, NBA games, also college hoops as well when college season is going on also. And let me know out in the chat here who you guys got tonight in this one, Minnesota or Memphis. Well, this game is at stake. Minnesota trying to force a game number 7. And Memphis looking to close it out in 6 tonight. Make sure to vote in the poll if you guys haven't already done so too. What's good, Tyrone? Welcome back in from Bahamas. Glad to have you in the stream here, man. Great start for Anthony Edwards, top scorer in the game. He's got 9 points at 11 so far for the T-Wolves. Memphis top scorer, 4 points by Desmond Bane. Ja Morant yet again on the board, out to another slow start tonight for Ja. He has 3 assists though. 0 for 2 from the floor though for Ja. What's good, Keith? Welcome in here, man. From South Dakota now, formerly from Rhode Island. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm not too far away from Rhode Island. I'm from Massachusetts. Incredible. So, Thanksgiving Day, 1956 there. Born and bred Celtics fan. Incredible there, brother. Welcome on the channel here, man. I haven't watched the NFL draft at all. I just focused on the Patriots pick, and I was shocked for the reach for the Patriots first round pick. Yeah, they picked Cole Strange, who is supposed to be, like, drafted, I think, in, like, the 3rd round. And they traded down to get him at 29. I'd probably see Golden State, for them, they'd rather probably play Minnesota. Because Minnesota has struggled defensively. Minnesota can put up points. So it's going to be like a shootout type of series. But Golden State should have no problem scoring points against Minnesota. Whereas Memphis has been cold from 3 for the Grizzlies. They can get down the hill, though, and get to the rim and put you into foul trouble. Dylan Brooks drives right baseline. Missed the first shot. Follows it up with a second one, though, and he scores. Up and off the backboard from the timeout. Memphis leads 12-11. 6:30 left to go in the first. Minnesota with a possession. Edwards bounce pass to his right into the hands to Russell. Russell lobs it over to Anthony Towns at the free throw circle. Cat dribbles up, drives down the lane, puts up the shot, missed off the glass, chance to put it back, and Vanderbilt missed the putback dunk as Memphis comes out with the ball. Morant at the top, passes out to his left, open 3, that's good. That's a no-no for the Minnesota defense. Desmond Bane, too good on the outside, takes the 3 with complete space and nails it down for the 3 ball. Ja Morant up to assist number 4 of the game. 7 points now by Desmond Bane, top scorer for Memphis. Mario, welcome in. Sebastian, welcome to the stream here, man. 6 minutes left to go in the first. Cat double teamed by Tillman, and Kyle Anderson moves it out to the right corner. Out to the top over to Edwards. Makes the pass left wing. 3 on its way. No good by Russell. Skipped around the rim and out. Rebound pulled down by Memphis. Cross-court pass. Brooks to Bane. Up fakes. Moves it over to Tillman. Passes outside to Morant. Ja defended by Beverly. And we get a foul. And it's going to be charged to Pat Beverly. He reaches in defending Ja. Game clock will stop. 5:34 left remaining now in the first quarter. Ja Morant still stuck at 0 with points in the scoreboard as 4 assists though. Joyette, welcome in. Taking the Grizzlies tonight. Hit me up in the chat who you guys got in this one. Memphis or Minnesota? Brooks, far side of the floor to inbound passer. Gives it over to Brandon Clark. Back outside of Brooks. Shoots the 3. Right down the middle it goes by Dylan Brooks for the 3 ball. Memphis starting to feel it. Back-to-back threes from the outside. 8-zip run by the Grizzlies. They made 5 threes right out of the gate in this game. Corner 3. That is a make by Jaden McDaniels from Minnesota. Big response right back there. Minnesota first in the NBA this season, averaging 14.5 made threes per game. Step back 3. Desmond Bane. Oh, he's feeling it. Sizzling. Hot fajitas from the outside. Desmond Bane. Step back 3 goes down. He's up to 10 now. 5 minutes left to go in the first. Jumper at the free throw circle. Missed off the bottom left part of the glass by Edwards. Tipped out of bounds by Towns. It's going to go back to Memphis. Desmond Bane is feeling it right now. Under 5 minutes left to go in the first. The flow is incredible to start things off. Not many falls. Pass to the corner. Bane up fakes. Guarded late by McDaniels. Moves it over to Brooks. Brooks, step back 3 at the left wing. This shot's up, no good. Offensive rebound. Put back. Missed the putback. Should have had 2 there by Kyle Anderson, but too strong. Missed it off the glass. Minnesota down by 7. Towns at the free throw circle. Has space. Floats it up. He scores for 2. 4:15 left to go in the first. Ja will take it up the floor. Ja has Brandon Clark, Kyle Anderson, Dylan Brooks, and Desmond Bane. The 5 on the floor currently for Memphis. Out to the top off the screen. It's Bane. Bane step back 3 in the air. He's money. Desmond Bane sinks it through the bottom. Contested by McDaniels late. And Desmond Bane's up to 13 in the first quarter. 4 minutes left to go in the first. Beverly. They push it out to the corner. 3 in the air. It's good. Jaden McDaniels with a triple. The ball movement has been spectacular to start off this game. 7 total assists by Memphis, 5 total assists by Minnesota, with 3.5 minutes left to go in the first quarter here. Ja towards the left elbow. His pass deflected in traffic. Back to Anderson though. Lucky break, able to save it. Ja at the top of the key. Ball fake. Create space. Open 3. Missed off the side of the rim by Ja. Deflected at midcourt by Anderson. Minnesota has it back though. Edwards, Euro step down the lane, kick out to the wing, up fake, wide open 3, McDaniels, tries it again, bang bang, he shoots, that's good, by Jaden McDaniels with back-to-back threes. Timeout taken on the floor by Memphis, 3:12 left to go in the first. What a start in this game. As we're going to take a timeout here. It is dropping threes. Six of 10 from 3 by Memphis right out of the gate. 4 of 6 by Minnesota. If you like scoring, we got some right here with still 3:12 left to go in the first. 9 points by Anthony Edwards from Minnesota. 9 points off the bench with Jaden McDaniels. 4 by Karl-Anthony Towns so far. Just 3 separate scores from Minnesota combining with a 22 points. From Memphis, same thing, 3 separate scores, 13 points. Top scorer of the game, Desmond Bane. 3 of 4 the first quarter from 3-point range, 5 of 6 shooting. Dylan Brooks has made 2 threes. Dylan Brooks was cold in game number 5, and he still won from Memphis. He's up to 8 points, and 3 points by Jaren Jackson Jr. Ja Morant doing all the passing, Ja with 5 total assists. And we're still above 3 minutes remaining here in the first. So if you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit that thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. And welcome in everybody, all the new people for being a part here in the stream. This has been a really great game to start off. The ball is moving all over the place. The flow is tremendous. And not many fouls. 2 personal fouls each by both of these teams so far. So that's something that we haven't looked at as foul trouble and will not look at it for quite a bit of time. And throughout the series, both of these teams have been looking to play fast. So both of these teams are just 3 total scores so far in this game. Boyette, welcome in. Clean Music Lover, welcome back in. Yeah, should have kept him, man. He played 4 seasons at TCU, and he was lights out from 3. I think he shot the ball I think he was 46% senior season at TCU. And that's Big 12 basketball. Big 12 is full of top 50, top 25 defenses all throughout the conference. I saw something, a posting about KenPom with each team per conference. The worst team per KenPom this season was West Virginia in the Big 12, and they were only at 65 for KenPom. All the other teams had in their Power 5 conference, Nebraska was out in the 150s. I think for the ACC, it was either NC State or Boston College. They were around the same mark as Nebraska. And then Georgetown for the Big East. Oregon State, they were way deep, dug in with a bunch of mid-majors by that point. And then you look at the Big 12, and they're just stacked. They had all the teams inside the top 65 per ratings. Braxy, thanks so much for joining in. We come back to action. 3 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Memphis turns it over. It's a steal by D'Angelo Russell. Kicks it out to the wing. Into the hands of Malik Beasley. Over to Russell. Jab step. Shoots the 3. Missed off the back rim. Rebound controlled by Anderson. And another turnover in midcourt by Kyle Anderson of Memphis. Stolen by Minnesota. With a reach and fall drawn by Anderson right at midcourt, guarding Russell off the steal. So back-to-back possessions being sloppy, turning over the basketball from Memphis. Minnesota gets the inbound. 2:40 left to go in the first. Lob has space underneath. Towns gets rejected, though, as Anderson and Brandon Clark were right in there. I think it was Clark who got the full block. Brooks driving, scores with the right hand, up and in off the backboard. That's a tough take right there for 2. Dylan Brooks is feeling it right now. Brooks is up to 10 points. 2 players double figures for Memphis in the scoring column in this first quarter. 13 by Desmond Bane, 10 now by Brooks. Edwards driving as he is in the scoring column, double digits as well. Keeps on adding to it by Anthony Edwards. Gets the layup as he is up to 11 now. 2 minutes in the first. Jumper at the elbow. Rattled out, missed by Brooks. They've been riding the hot hando of Dylan Brooks coming out to the floor, being aggressive so far today. He's already attempted 8 shots in the first quarter. Jumper at the elbow, this time by Minnesota. That's good. Anthony Edwards with 13 now. 1:40 left to go in the first quarter. 26-26. Memphis with the ball. Edwards 5 of 6 from the floor for Minnesota. Passing out to the right corner perimeter. Anderson swings it outside. Left baseline dribble. It's off to Ja. Ja double team, falls down into the key. Gives it off to Clark underneath. Makes the pass to Anderson. Anderson gets the slam dunk. And they're going to look at this one at the monitor to see if they're going to count as Anderson. I believe he gets called for his own. Yeah, that's not going to count by Anderson. That will not count by Kyle Anderson. Missed the slam dunk. Tried to put it back in once again while it was over the cylinder. And they will not count the easy 2. That should have been. So that is 2 points that should have been for Memphis, not on the board. As Kyle Anderson misses an easy slam dunk. As he was unguarded until late on that possession. Top of the key 3. That is good. He is feeling it. Anthony Edwards up to 16 in the quarter. 2 of 2 from 3, 6 of 7 from the floor by Edwards. Bane turns the corner, moves it out to the wing. Triple J crossover. Jackson Jr. passes off the roll down. Clark puts it up, scores up and in off the backboard. 45 seconds left to go in the first. Minnesota with a possession. Anthony Edwards. Defended by Ja 1-on-1. Crossover to the outside. Edwards dribbles up to the left elbow. Lost control of the basketball. Gets it back. Pass deflected. Intercepted by Bane. Lost it out of bounds. Referees will point in the direction here. Let's see who. It's going to be Minnesota ball. Raphael, welcome in here, man. 31 seconds left to go in the first. Minnesota will get the basketball back as Desmond Bane deflected the ball, had it for a moment, and then lost it out of bounds. Jerry, thanks so much for joining in, man. Inbound here for Minnesota. Malik Beasley, the inbound passer, gives him the outside to Anthony Towns. Cat with 5 in the shot clock. Cat takes the open 3. Missed off the front rim. Rebound gets pulled down by Desmond Bane. 2-second differential between shot clock and game clock here for Memphis. Memphis 6 of 10 from 3-point range. Minnesota 5 of 9. The threes are dropping at a solid clip here in the first quarter. 8 on the shot clock, 10 on the game clock for Memphis. Edge in the midcourt logo. Tyus Jones dribbles towards his left, bumped into and fouled on the reach-in. That is charged to Jordan McLaughlin, number 6 for the T-Wolves. Game clock stops, 6:04 remaining. We'll see what Memphis draws up. Shot clock will get turned off here for the final possession in the first. Wouldn't shock me if Memphis attacks, goes to the rim. They're also into the bonus next time around. Brooks swings it out right corner. Morant does just that. Dribbles into the key. Dump off deflected. Out of bounds with .2 remaining on the game clock. Nice defense by Minnesota. Active hands down low by Anthony Edwards to knock that pass out of bounds as John Morant was looking for a tight window. Look at the pass to the Clark. Ja, the inbound passer, looking for something at the rim most likely. .2 left to go. Inbound right behind their own hoop. They give it over to the left baseline. Jumper. Clark hits the jumper. It will not count, though. Too late by Brandon Clark. They needed a tip-in on that play. You have to go right to the rim and tip it over the cylinder for a chance right there. You can't. You got 0.2 of a second remaining. Not enough right there off the inbound to take the jump shot. Too much time off the jump shot. And we close out the end of the first. Scores 29-28. Yeah, we saw that exact same play last year in the NBA Finals, I think. Or, no, it wasn't the Finals. It was the Western Conference Finals. It was DeAndre Ayton with a game-winning dunk over Zubac, I believe, against the Clippers. It was off the inbound with like 0.5 of a second left to go, and that's what Memphis should have drawn up. They had the inbound underneath their hoop, and they gave it to the left baseline for a mid-range type of jump shot that went through by Brandon Clark but didn't count. So we close out the end of the first quarter. Great game so far. Not many personal fouls either, which the flow of the game has been tremendous. 3 total fouls as a team by Minnesota, just 2 by Memphis in the first quarter. Top scorer of the game for the T-Wolves, that is Anthony Edwards. 16 points, making 2 3-point shots, 6 of 7 from the floor by Ant through 12 minutes in the first quarter. 9 points off the bench, getting solid minutes by Jaden McDaniels. 3 made threes in a span of 5 minutes on the court. For Memphis, top scorer, 13 points by Desmond Bane. He is 5 of 6 shooting, 3 of 4 from the perimeter. And then 10 points by Dylan Brooks. John Morant off the bench. He's got himself 5 assists, but yet to score so far 0 for 4. If you're new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball action, play-by-play, NBA games, also college basketball here on the channel. If anybody's interested, feel free to join the channel Discord. I got my Twitter link in the description below this video. All 4 of those links I got in the description below this video between the Discord server, the Twitter link, the merchandise link, and the memberships. I'll put the merchandise link out in the chat right here. We got some pretty cool stuff on the merchandise site. Check that out if you guys are interested. Short sleeve shirts, long sleeve shirts, iPhone cases, pillows, stickers, sweatshirts. Feel free if you guys are interested to check that out. And pinned to the chat also is the memberships. The memberships is as low as $1.99 per month. It gets you shout outs at the end of each and every single one of my live stream for all the channel members. Currently we have, I think, around 35 right now for channel members. What's good, Sharon? Welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for joining in. Joe, welcome back in here, man. Things going pretty well. And just a channel update for you guys is that unfortunately, I will not be having any games this weekend here on the channel. I got a big day tomorrow. I'm covering 2 games for baseball, doubleheader in action for baseball, and I got a game on Sunday as well during the afternoon. So unfortunately, no streams here on the weekend. So after this, I'm hoping to be back on Monday. If anybody's interested in watching the baseball stuff I cover, I put those links out in the community tab if anybody's interested in watching that stuff. I call college baseball, and the team that I call right now, they're on a 20-game winning streak at home. So it's number 2 in the nation for longest active home winning streaks right now, which is pretty phenomenal. If they win 1 game tomorrow, they win the conference tournament regular season for the championship. So they won the first game earlier this afternoon. They had it on the road. And then they play the same team tomorrow, doubleheader. If they split 1 out of the 2 in the doubleheader tomorrow, they win the conference regular season title. They become the 1 seed in the conference tournament for next week, which is awesome. So we're going to head right back into this game right now. 29-28 to score. 3-point attempt by Memphis. Missed off the glass. Tipping is good, though, by Brandon Clark. The school I cover is a Division III school for college that I call. Missed 3 at the corner by Malik Beasley. Rebound control by Memphis. Pass out to the left of the perimeter. Bain dribbles, attacks, kick out to the corner, into the hands of Tyus Jones. 5 of the floor for Memphis here to start off the second. Tyus Jones, Desmond Bain, Jaren Jackson Jr., John Conchar, and Brandon Clark. As John Morant currently on the bench to start off the second. Floater is good for 2 by Memphis. That goes down for Tyus Jones. First minute through the second. Minnesota double team. Pass all the way to the corner. Goes out of bounds. That's a turnover. They send in some minutes here onto the floor for the T-Wolves. That is number 55, Greg Monroe. Wow, I don't think he's played at all in the playoffs. Not the games that I covered with Greg Monroe. So he is out on the floor right now as Steven Adams is not playing tonight. They got a couple players listed out. Zaire Williams is one of those players listed out. Robin, thanks so much for the dono. Appreciate it. Robin, the legend on these streams. I heard about that. So a big get that Miami got for college hoops this upcoming season. Able to pick up Nigel Pack from Kansas State, going out on the break. Minnesota with a steal, and they will flush it down with a right-handed jam. Off the steal. That's Malik Beasley, soared up over the top for 2. The steal and the jam by Beasley. 10:05 left to go before halftime. Tyus Jones in the outside. At the Target Center logo. Passes off to Clark. Backs his way. Spin move on Monroe. Turn around. He's got it. 2 more on the board for Brandon Clark. Greg Monroe getting some minutes right now. It's been a rarity for Minnesota. Hasn't played since April the 10th. It's been 19 days since he's played. This is his 3rd game that he has played in a month. His 5th game that he has played in a 1-month span, dating back to March 29th for Greg Monroe. As we have a whistle to fall down low. Clock will stop with 9:42. Yeah, Minnesota really has to, make adjustments right now. This is, that's tough giving Monroe minutes when he hasn't played in quite a long time. Especially in a close game 6 here. Single game elimination. He comes up with a rebound, though, and gets the putback. So Anthony Edwards had missed the layup. Greg Monroe, right place, right time, though, he scores. F. Lloyd, welcome back to the stream, man. 9:20 left to go in the second. Triple J moves it out to the top of the key, into the hands of Tyus Jones. Passes out to his right to Bain. Bain looking to add on some more points. Floats him the shot through traffic. No good. Tipped up. Rebound control by Beasley. 9 minutes remaining before halftime. Minnesota just trailing down by 1. Anthony Edwards, 16 points in the first quarter. Edwards, top of the key, guarded by Clark. Edwards moves it out to his right. Dribble, attack, lost the handle off the glass. It was Jaden McDaniels, but McDaniels followed by Jackson Jr. through contact. The game clock will stop. It's going to be 2 free throws coming up at the line for number 3, Jaden McDaniels. Yeah, the Amcats in Division 3, I never called them for baseball. They're called Anna Maria. But yeah, they play in the GNAC conference. I covered them a couple months ago for lacrosse. They played. Yeah, so I know that team. That's about an hour away. They're towards Worcester. 1-2 at the free throw line from Minnesota. Memphis comes up with the basketball. Tyus Jones passes on top into the hands to Clark. Clark hands it over to Bain, moves it out to his left. Open three, Tyus Jones missed off the back rim, tipped up by McLaughlin. Offensive rebound pulled down by Jackson Jr. Drives into the key. Oh, nice Euro step, couldn't finish, too strong off the glass. Gets his own rebound right back. Looking for the fall call, couldn't get it as he missed the second chancer. TGU, welcome back to the stream here, brother. Yes, I did. That's devastating for Joel Embiid as he's out indefinitely right now due to an orbital fracture and also a concussion. So if you guys didn't hear, Joel Embiid has been rolled out indefinitely in the second round series against the Heat. Not sure when he's going to get back as he is dealing with 3 separate injuries right now. The torn ligament in his thumb he's going to have to play through throughout the course of the playoffs until he gets surgery, but just so unlucky. Turnaround jumper by Clark inside the key, draws the foul. And Brandon Clark will shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be picked up on Greg Monroe for the blocking foul. 7:58 remaining in the second. 34-34. Clark having a big series here, averaging 16 and 8 in this playoff series, showing up. First free throw is good. Brandon Clark came from Gonzaga, and in 2019, he was the top player in the NBA Summer League in 2019. Came away with the MVP. Yeah, I heard of Stevenson too. Second one's good. Yeah, should be some great games next season there for your Canes there, Robin. That's a big get, able to get Nigel Pack now. If they got preseason, the expectations with a huge transfer, they should be able to put them on national TV quite a bit more for them next season. Pass down low, it's good for the bucket by Minnesota, back to a 36-36 game. 7.5 left to go before halftime. Jackson Jr. tries a 3. He sinks it over Monroe for the 3 ball at the wing. McLaughlin lobs it into the hands of Monroe. Has it the left elbow, working on Jackson Jr. Pivot move down low, blocked by Triple J. Pinwheels around, and Memphis comes up with a loose ball by Conchar. Conchar looks ahead. Dishes over to Jackson Jr. Back out to Conchar. Over to Triple J at the free throw circle. Moves it off the Bain. Double teamed at the right wing perimeter. Passes out to his left. Jackson gives Tyus Jones a touch. Jones dribbles left baseline. Circles around the hoop. Back into the key. Takes the jumper. Missed off the rim. McLaughlin comes out with a defensive board. And Minnesota will take a timeout. 6:46 left to go in the second. Timeout taken on the floor by the T-Wolves right now. We got a great game out in front of us here. Single game elimination for Minnesota. They can force a Game 7 with a victory today at home. We'll see what happens here. Coming up is going to take the timeout on the floor. Nishuk, welcome on the stream here. Jaden Ivey, really great player. Yeah, he's going top 5 in the draft, I see. I think he's probably going to go 4 in the draft, but man, he is super explosive. Like, he is so fast. Just lightning quick speed up the floor. What's good, Maurice? Welcome on the stream here, man. Yeah, so the winner of this game winner of this series will take on Golden State in the second round. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how close I am from Stevenson. I think it's out in the Mid-Atlantic, if I'm not mistaken. Because I know, like, a lot of the schools out in, like, New England. There's so many, though. Yeah, that's out in Maryland, so that's probably, like, 7.5 from me for, like, hours for Maryland. Memphis knocking down the threes today. They're more of the 2-point team, but today for the Grizzlies coming, they are firing from the outside. 7 of 13 from the perimeter, 54% from the floor. And Ja Morant yet to even score so far today. So this is looking good for the Grizzlies because if Ja can break out in the second half like he did in the last game, they get a good chance of taking this one today. Memphis with 4 separate players on the scoreboard tonight. Or they have now 5, so Tyus Jones has 2. So they got 5 separate players now on the scoreboard. Desmond Bane with 13. 10 points by Dylan Brooks, 6 by Jaren Jackson Jr. Off the bench, Brandon Clark making an impact. He's got 8, and then 2 points by Tyus Jones. And then for Minnesota currently, the T-Wolves also have 5 separate scores in this game. Anthony Edwards, he is carrying. He's got 16. 10 points off the bench by Jaden McDaniels, and then 4 points each by Karl-Anthony Towns with 2 rebounds, and then Greg Monroe off the bench has got 4. So they had a lot of the bench players into the game the last time that we saw these two teams on the floor. They're probably going to put back the starters as we've got just right above the midway portion of the second quarter. Hey, thanks so much, Nishak, for being a part of the stream. So rolls home in there where Joe is from. So that's close by in your area. Awesome there, man. Yeah, I heard about that. Terrence Shannon Jr. transferred to the Fighting Illini for you, so you guys got a big get there for Illinois. And then Fardaz Amac got picked up by Texas Tech. 39-36, 6:35 left to play. Down low, it is Cats. Pivots, but gets called for the offensive foul, pushing off right below the rim. Just lowers the shoulder right over Jackson Jr. and called in the turnover by Cat. So that will be his second personal foul. So Karl-Anthony Towns, whenever he does well, Minnesota usually picks up the victory. But he has struggled during the series, and that's where Minnesota's fallen short. 6:33 remaining. Ja back into the game. At the edge of the midcourt logo. Ja defended top of the key by Pat Beverly. Ja dribbles, drives this time on Russell. Down the lane, kick out to the corner. Jones makes the extra pass to Brooks. Dribbles up into the key, floats up the shot, around the rim and out. Rebound pulled down by Cat. Dylan Brooks coming out being aggressive in this game. Brooks attempting the most shots of anybody for the Grizzlies right now. 4 and 9 from the floor. Right back in transition. Minnesota gets the layup and they score with a left hand behind. It's a 1-point game. That's McDaniels. Jaden McDaniels off the bench. He's got 10. Corner 3 by Memphis. Though they're going to get called in the turnover. That was out of bounds off the step back. So Minnesota has it back. 5:45 remaining before halftime. Top of the key, Russell. Dribbles towards his left, guarded by Tillman. Crossover. Gets some space. Takes the jumper. Missed off the back rim, though. And the rebound gets pulled down by Jaren Jackson Jr. Triple J takes it past midcourt. Dribbles to the right elbow. Up fakes. Moves it outside into the hands to Brooks. Towards his right around the perimeter. Brooks passes out to his left. Goes back to Brooks off the pass by Jones. Brooks missed the layup. And the rebound gets pulled down in the corner by Beverly. Beverly, far side of the floor, driving right to the rim on attack mode. He scores, count it, and one by Pat Beverly. Up in and off the glass, and Minnesota takes the 1-point lead. 40-39, 5:10 left to go before halftime. Pat Beverly changing tempos, takes up the floor, try to slow it down, and then changes the tempo and goes full speed, attacking right on the rim, draws the foul on Xavier Tillman. One shot coming up the free throw line for Beverly. He gets his first bucket of the night through 12 minutes. Yeah, so I think if you look back at that draft, like, if you ask the teams right now, if the Pelicans were picking right now and they saw these two players play with John Zion and just had to base it off their first 3 seasons in the NBA, it would clearly be Ja. I'm shocked that the Pelicans want to give Zion a contract extension because we're not sure like how he's going to come back to on the court. Like, I heard he's over 300 pounds. Missed dunk by Brandon Clark, looking for the fall, couldn't get it. Ja takes it right to the rim, missed the layup, rolled around and out, but the putback is good though by Brandon Clark. Tie game at 41. 4:40 left to go before halftime. Russell with the ball, bounce pass right elbow into the hands of Towns. Towns defended by Baines, passes down low McLaughlin. McLaughlin defended by Anderson, bounce pass out to the wing. Anthony Towns dribbles, attacks down the lane, loose ball. He is stripped. Cat turns it over, and a late whistle though. Late whistle, though, on the floor. They're going to reverse this by the referees and say it's Memphis. Reach and fall committed by Kyle Anderson. That was a late whistle. Cat attacking. Ooh, I don't know about that. Karl-Anthony Towns lost the basketball before he met Anderson. Down in the key. He completely lost, and then Anderson collided right with Cat. So Minnesota gets the benefit of the call inbound. Right back to the T-Wolves. 4:25 left to go before halftime. Edwards rises for the J at the wing. Right through the shoot it goes. Anthony Edwards up to 19, the top scorer in the game. 4:15 left to go. Anthony Edwards showing up in a big way so far today. Jumper by Brooks, missed off the front rim. Rebound controlled by Minnesota. Attacking down the hill. Edwards will draw the blocking foul. It's going to be charged to Anderson here, I believe. Clock will stop with 4:02. Are they going to say it's going to be on Edward? It's actually on Edwards. Edwards' offensive foul running over Brooks. Yeah, Anderson, they showed Anderson back on the floor. He's still talking about like 2 plays ago that he stripped the ball from Towns. So that was a charge taken by Dylan Brooks. Offensive foul charge to Anthony Edwards. And now a quick fall again. This one's going to be another fall picked up by Edwards reaching in. That's 2 quick falls in a 10-second span by Anthony Edwards. And he's right next to the official, trying to get the official to explain that call too. So he was trying to get Dylan Brooks in the tie-up. Couldn't get it though in time, and now Anthony Edwards picks up foul number 2. So him and Towns have 2 for Minnesota. And then for Memphis for foul trouble, nobody with 2 so far. Missed jumper by Memphis goes back to the T-Wolves. Towns attacks right down the lane, throws it down with a huge right-handed jam by Karl-Anthony Towns. Count it as the whole arena erupts. It looks like we're going to take a timeout. Receiving the pass down the lane, slips past Brandon Clark, slips past Dylan Brooks to the cup and throws it down, soared up with the airtime by Cat. Huge right-handed hammer. Timeout on the floor, 46-41 with 3:32 left to go. I hope Kofi does really well in the NBA. I think it's going to be like tougher for him though, because he's like one of the older players and he just relies on like his post. That's the only thing for Kofi Coburn. He's probably going to be like a Udoka Azubuike in the NBA because he doesn't have like any sort of developed 3-ball. Everything he does is at the rim. Now, where we see nowadays is a lot of bigs having that 3-point game nowadays. That everything's like all about shooting. Andre, welcome in here, man. Yep, so that is June 23rd for the NBA draft. So that's a Thursday night. Paul, welcome back in, man. I caught a little bit of the draft later from yesterday. Yeah, Minnesota's had a lot of difficulty this series closing out these games. That game 3 was crazy. They were up by 26 and 25 points. Separate leads they had. And they blew it. And then they were up by 14 in the last game and lost. And Ja Morant has still yet to score. Ja's got no points, 5 assists, 15 minutes, 0 for 5 on the floor. And yet Memphis is only trailing by 5. Yeah, I hope to cover the NBA draft if I'm around that day. Right now, we're on the timeout. If you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe here. Appreciate all for joining in. Let me know out in the chat who you guys are rooting for in this game, Minnesota or Memphis. We're currently on the timeout. Yeah, that's a huge loss. I heard Joel Embiid's out indefinitely right now. So he's got an orbital fracture and also a concussion. And there was no reason why Doc Rivers should have played him. The injury occurred when they were up by 29 points with 4 minutes left to go. Like, they should have had their whole bench into the game by that point. That's all on Doc Rivers. A come on man moment right there for Doc Rivers. So, if Minnesota wins this game, there's going to be a Game 7 on Sunday between these teams. If Memphis wins this game, that means Memphis will take on Golden State. They just announced that Memphis versus Golden State Game 1 will be on Sunday at 3:30 if Memphis wins tonight. We're back from the timeout. 46-41 the score, 3:18 left to go. Ja takes it down low. Ja draws the foul on Beverly. So Ja Morant will head to the free throw line, shoot 2. Clock will stop at 3:17. Ja yet to score so far. He's scored in every single half this season, regular season and the playoffs, and tonight he's been shut out. First shot by Ja Morant. That's good. So he finally scores. Malika, welcome back in. And if you haven't checked out my game-winning call to Ja Morant's game-winning layup, Game 5, feel free to do so. I got that posted for one of the video uploads too, if you guys are interested in watching that. I think 1,500 plus people watched that video. That was pretty cool. Second free throw by Ja. That's good. So he goes perfect 2 for 2 at the free throw line. Not too often the Grizzlies have been at the charity stripe today. They're 4 of 6. Minnesota's 4 of 5. So this game has been completely different to how the other games have gone throughout the series. Multiple falls, and today these two teams have combined for just 14 total falls in the first half. Layup goes around the rim. It is good for 2 more by Memphis. Minnesota takes up the floor. 2:45 left to go before halftime. That's Ja Morant with a layup. He's up to 4 now. Double team to the right baseline. Towns draws the foul in between Bane and Tyus Jones as the clock will stop with 2:42. And Cat should be heading to the free throw line to shoot 2 coming up from Minnesota. Real, thanks so much for joining in. Yep. The T-Wolves would be up in the series. They would have won the series by now if they had closed out the last game and then game number 3. So they could have already been playing Golden State if they closed out those 2 games. Cat shooting 2. First one is good. Because in games 3 and game 5, Minnesota by far had the lead for the majority of the game. Yeah, so if you guys didn't know, Joel Embiid is now out indefinitely. And that's due to an orbital fracture and also a mild concussion. So Joel Embiid got hurt with 4 minutes left to play yesterday against Toronto in a game that the Sixers were up by 29 points when he got injured. That's on Doc Rivers. 4 minutes left to play in the game, and you still have Joel Embiid out on the floor. He gets injured when he's already dealing with an injury too, with that torn ligament in his thumb. Minnesota forces a turnover. Here's a drive right to the rim. It's good. Left hand by Russell. 50-45. 2:15 left to go before halftime. D'Angelo Russell finally on the board for the first time tonight. Tyus Jones has it at the top of the key. Makes the pass right corner. 3 in the air. Bane missed off the back rim. Rebound pulled down by McDaniels. Minnesota now with the ball. Russell passes off to Towns. Towns lobs it out right corner. Out the wing. Here's the 3 on its way. Missed off the front rim by McDaniels. Back it goes to Memphis. Grizzlies with the possession. Clark, spin move, over Cat, he's got it for 2 in the key, taking it downhill to the rim by Brandon Clark. Clark with a tremendous start in this game's up to 12 points now, 5 of 6 from the floor with 5 rebounds. Edwards, at the top of the key, has the basketball, dribbles out to the edge of the Minnesota logo. Edwards defended 1-on-1 by Clark, crossover, drives, down the lane, nice step, got blocked from behind by Clark. No, there's going to be a blocking foul. Charged to it, and Anthony Edwards will shoot 2 shots coming up at the free throw line with 1:24 remaining. Great first half between these two teams in a single game elimination tonight for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 19 points by Anthony Edwards carrying Minnesota. Only one of 2 players in double figures. 10 points by Jaden McDaniels. First free throw missed off the mark though by Edwards. JC, what's good? Welcome to the stream here, man. 16 points scored in the first quarter for Edwards. Only has 3 in the second quarter. As Ant will shoot free throw number 2, and that one goes through. 4-point lead for Minnesota. 1:20 left to go before halftime. Memphis has the ball past midcourt now with Ja. Ja passes over to Bane, back into the hands to Ja. Ja dribbles towards the left wing. Looking to pass it off, moves it out to his right to Bane. Edge of the midcourt logo. Bane dribbles, drives down the lane. Ball poke, Lucy turns it over. Minnesota, great defensive stop. That is all on Pat Beverly right there. Keeping Desmond Bane out in front and forced the turnover, guarding Bane. 1 minute remaining before halftime. Minnesota with a possession. Edwards, step back 3, top of the key. It's in the air, missed off the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by Jackson Jr. Memphis has it. 50 seconds left to go before half. Ja gives them the outside. Triple J. Lobs it to the free throw circle off to Clark. Clark hand off Bane. Jumper. 18-footer straight away. That's through. Desmond Bane for 2. 51-49. 41 seconds left to go before halftime. Bane's up to 15. Top scorer in the game for Memphis. Towns attacks, gets space, puts it up, it gets blocked to the rim by Jackson Jr. Once again, Towns, another chance, turnaround. And Cat will get fouled. Memphis looking for the push-off by Karl-Anthony Towns, couldn't get it. It will be 2 free throws coming up at the line, though, for Cats. The game clock will stop with 29.4 seconds remaining. Karl-Anthony Towns, he's got himself 8 total points tonight, 5 rebounds. 3 of 9 from the floor, perfect 2 for 2 at the free throw line. He's shooting 2 in the bonus. First one is good. Tyus Jones checks back into the game in place of Brandon Clark in the final 29 seconds. Free throw number 2 coming up at the line for Karl-Anthony Towns. No good. Missed off the back rim for the second shot. Rebound pulled down by Ja. Tyus Jones takes it past midcourt. 20 seconds remaining. Jones looking to slow it down. 4-second differential between shot clock and game clock. Jones guarded top of the key by Russell. Jones towards his right. Moves it out to his left to Jackson Jr. Has the free throw circle, lost the dribble, and Minnesota comes up with a steal. 4 seconds remaining in the backcourt here for Minnesota. Russell passes ahead. Beverly, jumper at the baseline. Missed off the rim, too short. And that's how we close out and go into halftime. 52-49 to score. Anthony Edwards, top player in the game in the first half. He's got 20 for the T-Wolves. 7 of 11 from the floor. 21 minutes of court time for Anthony Edwards, making 3 threes in the first half. Top scorer for Memphis, that would be Desmond Bane with 15 points. 12 points by Brandon Clark. Ja Morant, just 4 points in the first half. He had those 4 points late. Only 1 of 6 shooting by Ja. 0 for 2 from 3 with 5 total assists. So we close out going to halftime between these two teams. If you guys are new in the channel, make sure to spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. Let me know out in the chat where you guys are from here, as we got a lot of awesome countries representing. Vincent, welcome back into the stream out from Cali. Things going pretty well, man. Jackie, welcome in. Glad to have you back at the channel once again. Hey, best of luck there with your son. Going to the Army there for Jackie. Yeah, glad to have you back in, TGU. It's been a while for some of you guys. Glad to have you guys find the channel once again. But yeah, feel free to let me know out in the chat who you guys got in this one. Grizzlies or Minnesota, who you're taking. And also let me know where you're from. We got a lot of awesome supporters, especially when it comes to out overseas in the Philippines. You guys are great. UK, also Australia, Bahamas. A lot of great countries out here. Let us know internationally where you're from. I was looking at the analytics. U.S., the top country, which is where I'm from. I'm from Massachusetts out in the USA, but I was looking at the analytics, and Philippines always comes in a solid second. And actually last year, I think Philippines was higher than the U.S., believe it or not, for the NBA Finals for the analytics from last year. Daniel, welcome on the stream here, man. From Darien, New Hampshire, welcome in for Dana. Yeah, I'm not too far away. I'm from Massachusetts, by the way. But we actually got a summer place up in New Hampshire. It's towards the Lakes region. But we go through Derry quite a bit. Siren on the stream, welcome on board. From Lynn, welcome to the channel. We're born and raised in Lynn. Yeah, my uncle is out in Saugus right now. I'm from South Coast in Mass, so I'm like towards Providence, Rhode Island, where I'm from. Avery, welcome back to the stream from Michigan. Jay coming in from Cali here. So we're going to halftime. A couple big takeaways from the series so far has been points in the paint in favor of Memphis, plus 80. Entering this game, points in the paint. Today, it's 22-22 at the moment for points in the paint. So Minnesota doing a great job getting to the rim, keeping it up. Minnesota usually a more perimeter-oriented team. They rely on their three ball to make their shots and win their games. But today, keeping up with Memphis, what they have done so far. Memphis really needs to cut back on the turnovers if they want to take this one tonight. The Grizzlies tonight with 10 total turnovers. Minnesota with just 6, which Minnesota have been struggling with the turnovers throughout the course of the series. And Memphis is more of the scrappier team. They're more known to force steals. Memphis tonight with just 2 total steals in this game right now. Minnesota's got 7 steals. So Memphis just not playing to their tempo that they want to dictate it to. I see them, they're trying to push the tempo a lot fast up the floor. in this game. And what Minnesota wants to cause is they want to cause like a lot of havoc and start to get you into thinking to play into that faster type of tempo. And that's exactly panned out to how Minnesota wanted to play that first half so far. So we're going to release the poll results. Looks like the Grizzlies took the poll tonight, 67-33. Thanks so much all for voting. Big news we got throughout the NBA. Joel Embiid, he has been ruled out indefinitely with a right orbital fracture and a mild concussion. Got poked in the eyeball with 4 minutes remaining against the Raptors yesterday. That's just a tough loss there. Embiid, the scoring champ this season, and really difficult when you're going up against the Heat. They need like an inside scoring presence because Bam is one of the best in the business when it comes into defending down inside the low post. Just, it's devastating for Philadelphia. Why in the world did Doc Rivers keep Joel Embiid out on the floor with 4 minutes left to go and a 29-point lead? It makes no sense. Absolute no sense. And also Embiid is dealing with that torn ligament in the thumb too. So, you already know Embiid is injured. James Harden got his points. He got his assist yesterday. Harden had an awesome game. It just makes no sense. Yeah, totally right there. as Avery puts it in the chat. Up by 29 points, 4 minutes remaining. Should have been pulled at the end of the third quarter. Jomer, welcome in. Thanks so much for joining in, man. Taking Memphis. Yeah, Philadelphia got to a 37-17 third quarter advantage. Because things were close in the first two quarters, and then Philadelphia in the third quarter just took over. Labrito, welcome to the stream from Cali once again. A lot of people out from California here watching. Yeah, Giannis had an amazing season. I think probably why is because Giannis just does it with ease that, like it just seems normal with the numbers that Giannis puts up. Like a 30 and 15 game, every single game seems normal, which other players, if they reach 30 points, that would be a blessing for other players. But, like, it's just completely normal for Giannis to have, like, 30 and 15 games, 35 and 18, 40 and 16 for games. And Embiid's doing it more with the scoring numbers for Embiid. Embiid actually got off to a rough start to the season. I think like the first 2 weeks he was only scoring around 21, 22. So for Embiid it was more of the just point total for Embiid. And then for Jokic doesn't score as much. He was under Embiid and Giannis in scoring. It's just Jokic takes up all three categories. And without Jokic, Denver is right in the lottery. They're going to be a top 5 pick if they don't have Jokic because he's playing out on the floor without Michael Porter Jr., without Jamal Murray, and put his team as a number 6 seed in the playoffs. Yeah, going to be a great series there, man. Trevor, welcome in also from California. Welcome to the stream here, bud. What's good? Welcome in from Asia. Thanks so much for joining in. So right now we're just at halftime. Great game so far. It's all about if Ja Morant's going to show up here for the second half. He's only got 4 total points, 5 assists by Ja Morant, shooting the ball cold from the floor. He had 2 free throws he made in the final 3.5 minutes, and also made a layup for Ja Morant. He's 1 of 6 shooting, 0 for 2 from 3-point range. From Taiwan, welcome in. We got Summer from Taiwan. Welcome to the stream again. Jezero, welcome in for the Philippines. Glad to have you guys find the channel right now. You guys are awesome supporters out in the Philippines. It's just completely normal. Looking at Giannis's games, late stretch of the season, this is what Giannis had. We'll go dating back to I'll go dating back to early March for what Giannis had. 34 and 16. These are the big games. He had a 39-7 and 7 game. 43 and 12, 31 and 8, 30 and 15, 36 and 10, 25 and 17, 30 and 11, 40 and 14, 44 and 14, 28 and 10, 29 and 11, and 30 and 13. I mean, it's just so normal for him to have these big games 30 and 15 all over the map. This past playoff series against Chicago, he had in the 5 games 27, 16 and 3, 33, 18 and 9, 18, 7 and 9, 32, 17 and 7, and then 33, 9 and 3. And the game that he had 18, 7 and 9, they won by their biggest margin. They won by 30 in that game. It was as big as a 39-point lead at one point in that game. And he was a plus 36 on the floor. That was in Game 3 against Chicago. But it's just completely normal. I feel like for Giannis, his point totals, those numbers probably don't look as big to people who's voting in the column, because he gets those points in the blur, off of rebounds and just scores, gets right to the hole. And gets points off of rebounds. Jokic does the same thing too, but a lot of the stuff he shows more range for Jokic. He'll do a turnaround hook instead for Jokic. It's just so under the radar, because Giannis puts up those numbers every single night. And they just seem normal at this point. That's just how dominant he is. And here's what counts is the big games for Giannis. He shows up in the big games. I'm going to scroll here. I'm going to see if I can separate this into a point differential. He had, okay, so this was on Christmas Day against the Celtics when Milwaukee won by 4. He had 36 points, 12 rebounds. They beat the Bulls back on January 21st by 4 points. He had 30 points, 12 rebounds. All these close games he shows up for. So all these close games, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They have 6 games from Milwaukee that they won by 4 points or less. All 6 of those games, he scored at least 28 points in for Giannis. He had 2 of those games with 40 against Charlotte and Phoenix. And then he had a 44-point game against Brooklyn, the triple-double, 44, 10, and... I'm looking at offensive rebounds, 10 offensive rebounds. He had a double-double, 44 points, 14 rebounds, 6 assists. And the 1 point come from behind victory against Brooklyn. Yeah, he has improved his game a ton. So, like, all those close games that I just just talked about, those close games, every single one he went off for at least 28. And he had 3 of those games, he had at least 40. And they played 6 of those games by 4 points or less. As we start off the third quarter here, Minnesota versus Memphis, back to action. That's a 3 taken straight away, and D'Angelo Russell gets the 3 ball. Russell up to 5, makes his first 3 of the game. Missed the layup by Tillman, goes back the other way for Minnesota. T-Wolves have it at the top. Russell passes out to his left, up fake, driving down the lane. Edwards moves it out to the wing. Russell takes it right to the rim, and he scores. That's good for 2. Tammy, thanks so much for joining in. So Memphis has built this up right now. 11-10 left to go. Ja's got to start to figure things out right now. He's 1 of 6 from the floor for Ja. Just 4 points, and Ja had a poke loose out of bounds. Last touch by Beverly. He's going to stay in the clock right here. Game clock with 6. 11 minutes even on the game clock with a shot clock at 6 seconds. Six in the shot clock. Ja gets the inbound, dribbles towards his right, puts up a deep jumper. That is way off the mark. Air ball. And the shot clock expires. That's just a tough possession in general. Ja was crowded off a double team as everybody from Minnesota knew that the ball was going to go to him on that possession, and now he's 1 of 7 shooting. Minnesota will get the inbounds. Karl-Anthony Towns passes out to the top. Vanderbilt moves it out to his left into the hands to Beverly. Beverly pass over to Vanderbilt. Up fake into the key. Puts it up off the glass. No good. And Tillman scoops up the defensive rebound. Memphis with another chance here. Ja looking to push it. Kicks it out to the wing. Brooks up fake. Moves it out left corner. Bain back outside of Brooks. 12 on the shot clock. Brooks dribbles. Drives. Right down the lane with a right-handed finish. That's good. Lays it up and in for 2 by Dylan Brooks. He's been aggressive tonight, and Brooks is showing it from the floor as well. 12 points, 5 of 13 so far today. Number 2 scorer behind Desmond Bain with 15, and also Brandon Clark's tied with Brooks with 12. That's just too easy. Minnesota just couldn't keep their defenders out in front. 10-17 left to go. Inbounded by Minnesota. Top of the key for the T-Wolves. Lob down low. Hard contact. Towns missed the first one. Second one able to put it in. No call. Putback was up and through by Cat. 10 minutes remaining now. Ja. The ball handler at the edge of the target center logo. Dribbles up to the free throw circle. Kick out corner. That is deflected out of bounds. Wow. I was getting worried right there looking at that last play. Ja's lucky the pass got deflected off of a Minnesota defender, because to me at first that looked like it was a pass out to the corner and it looked well wide, but a fingertip got on it by Minnesota. Inbounds at the corner for Memphis. Ja, lob, backdoor cut, too easy. Xavier Tillman with a 2-handed dunk. Ja Morant now with 6 total assists. Victoria, welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for joining in. Left baseline dribble. Towns going to the rim, draws the foul. Karl-Anthony Towns draws the contact by Jaren Jackson Jr. As Cat will shoot 2 coming up at the free throw line. We have 9:40 left to play in the third quarter. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit that thumbs up, spike the like, hit that subscribe, and glad to have you guys join in, being a part here in the channel tonight. Karl-Anthony Towns, 2 free throws. First one is up, first one is good. Second free throw by Cat. And the second one he misses off the back rim. .9:30 left to go in the third. Jackson Jr. top of the key. Dribbles down the lane. Got it blocked from the side. Brooks has the ball though. Hook shot rattled out. And the rebound pulled down by Vanderbilt. Down low, shot off the glass, and we get a foul call. 9:04 remaining. It's going to send some more free throws coming up, it looks like, for Minnesota. Yeah, there was 2 of them right there for some reason. So I took out the first one, and then the second one came in right afterwards. So 2 free throws here at the line for Minnesota. First one is good by Anthony Edwards. Edwards up to 21 now, the top scorer in the game. Looks like they're going to split the free throws in half. Timeout taken on the floor. Memphis with 5 timeouts remaining, same as Minnesota, as we're going to take the timeout here. We have 9:04 left to go in the third. All right, so we head to the timeout right now. If you guys are new in the channel, make sure to hit that thumbs up, turn it blue, hit the like, hit the subscribe. If you guys would like to join in once again, make sure to ring the notification bell as well. I cover basketball action, play-by-play, NBA games, also college basketball as well. Ron, thanks so much for joining in, man. Glad to have you back from South Carolina. Rise of Steel, welcome back to the streamer, brother. Thanks so much for the update. So let's see. Patriots pick up a second rounder. Looks like it's Marcus Jones in the second round. They get the fastest 40-yard combine runner ever. Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, Patriots with a corner. Great there. That's great. Really needed that. I was going to say 2 misses in a row. Yikes. That's quite the reach they got, though, for the strange pick they got first round. I took Memphis in this one. Hey, I got you right there, Daniel. Yeah, I think whoever wins the Celtics-Bucks game is definitely going to make it to the finals. So Anthony Edwards, the top scorer of this game for Minnesota, 21 points. 7 or 11 from the floor, 3 of 5 from 3. Edwards with a huge coming out party here in this playoffs. All going to determine who will step up in the final portion of this game. 15 points by Desmond Bane of Memphis. He's the top scorer for the Grizzlies. 12 points each by Dylan Brooks and Brandon Clark. Ja Morant, just 4 points by Ja tonight, though. Ja had 30 in Game 5. Most of those points scored in the third or fourth quarter. Rude boy, welcome to the stream. Taking Minnesota here. Yeah, Miami the sleeper in the East. I think they got the deepest team in the field for the Heat. I don't think they're like the flashier pick as for like the other ones. I do think the Heat do have a chance though. They got really good coaching. It's all about like health and stuff like that. If Jimmy Butler can be available for all like the games throughout the playoff series, that's the thing. Because Jimmy Butler missed the game late in the series against the Hawks. I think for the Heat, what like maybe cautious about picking them to the finals was that sometimes the injuries start to pile up throughout the season. Like sometimes when they played together, they would have like a bunch of like different players throughout like a span of time or so because there were players coming back like in and out of injury. But they've had a bunch of guys step up. Like players that's on like small contracts step up in a huge way. Gabe Vincent and Max Strus. Both of them, I wouldn't have imagined those two to be going off in the playoffs and throughout the series making a big impact like they were. Like coming into the season, would not have thought about that. We got back to action here. 8:40 left to go in the third. Minnesota comes up with a rebound now. Bounce pass into the hands to Edwards. Edwards, Russell, Vanderbilt, Towns, and Beverly. The five on the floor. Pass ahead to Towns. Lays it up and in. Gets the bucket in and he gets fouled. One free throw coming up the line for Karl Anthony Towns. It's a 10-point game by Minnesota with a chance to put themselves up by 11. Largest lead it is in the game right now. One shot by Cat here at the line. Free throw is up. Free throw is good. So 3-point play checked there by Karl Anthony Towns. And he is up to 13 points now. So he has been able to put in his share of the load in the past couple of moments as Ja turns over the basketball out of bounds around the wing of the perimeter. Ja Morant having a tough game tonight. 8:20 remaining in the third. That's 12 total turnovers by Minnesota, just 6 in this game 12 total turnovers by Memphis, just 6 in the game by Minnesota for turnovers. Jumper, deep shot. That is good for a deep two by Karl Anthony Towns once again. It's 66-53 Minnesota. I took Memphis in this game, so it's not looking so hot right here. Brooks, pass out to his right. Still time, though, considering what they've done throughout the series. Up fake job. Passes out to the corner. 3 in the air. Jackson Jr., no good. Skipped around the rim and out. Rebound pulled down by Minnesota. Looking to keep on chugging along with the points. Beverly moves it outside to Edwards. 21 on the board for Anthony Edwards. Passes off to Towns. Towns at the top of the key has made the last 2 shots in the row. Dribbles down the lane. Behind the back pass. Sets up a 3-ball. It's open. Missed off the rim. Towns a little bit limpy right now on the floor. Struggling to get back up. We'll see if Memphis does attack that way. And Minnesota gets called in the reach and foul by Vanderbilt. Game clock will stop. 7:23 left to go in the third. So Jared Vanderbilt picks up the personal foul. It's going to be Memphis inbound here. 7:23 remaining third quarter. Dylan Brooks, Ja Morant, Jaren Jackson Jr., Desmond Bane, and Brandon Clark. That's the 5 on the floor currently for Memphis. Ja lobs out top of the free throw circle. Clark, handoff Brooks. Spots up, shoots the 3. Got it. Hits bottom. That's good for the triple by Dylan Brooks. If you're from the U.S., you can watch this game on ESPN, but I'm not sure how you're able to get it internationally. Bounce pass down low. Cat swings it out to the corner. 3 in the air. That is good. A triple right through the netting by Pat Beverly. Under 7 minutes left to go in the third. Memphis has possession. Ja dribble drive right down the lane inside. Scores the layup. Count it. And a foul by Ja Morant. 6:47 left to play. Jaws up to 6 now. Will shoot one coming up at a charity stripe. The foul called on Jared Vanderbilt once again. A quick look at the foul trouble tonight. Minnesota, 2 personal fouls each by 4 separate players. Vanderbilt is one of them. Anthony Edwards, Karl-Anthony Towns, Patrick Beverly. For Memphis, 3 personal fouls picked up by Jaren Jackson Jr., and then 2 each by Dylan Brooks, Xavier Tillman, and Brandon Clark. Free throw by Ja is good. Ja's up to 7. 6:40 left to go in the third. Russell with the ball at the right wing. Correction on that. Ja's up to 9 with a made free throw. Top of the free throw circle. Jumper. Russell skipped around the rim and out. Rebound gets pulled down by Jackson Jr. Top of the key. Ja dribbles. Using his blow-by speed. Gets the rim. That's good for 2 more. Count it in 1. Ja Morant getting downhill. Back-to-back layups. Back-to-back and 1. Opportunities once again to see if he can complete the 3-point play. Deja vu. Cuts the lead with an 8. Ja Morant up to 11 coming up. Free throw missed off the rim, no good. Ja couldn't convert the 3-point play this time. 6:15 left to go in the third. Minnesota with the ball. Towns moves it out to the wing. Here goes Edwards. Gets knocked down, no call. Back it goes to Memphis. Ja lost the ball up the floor. And a reach and fall call from behind. This could be called on Minnesota by Russell. Wow, the fans cannot believe the call. A late whistle by the officials as the clock will stop with 6:05 remaining. Why, Joe? Welcome in. Same with me, man. I'm a Celtics fan as well. Dakota, welcome back in here, brother. Hope all is going well there, man. .605 remaining in the third quarter. Minnesota up by 8 to get the inbound. Or it's going to be back to Memphis. Memphis with the basketball. Up fake. Bane blocked from behind by Beverly. Memphis has it still though. Jumper at the elbow. Brooks high arcing. He's got it. Dylan Brooks for 2 more. It's a 7-zip run by Memphis in the last 5 minutes, 40 seconds. Minnesota with a possession. Bobble ball. Far side of the perimeter. Stolen away by Memphis. Bane up fakes. Moves out to his right to Brooks. Dribbles back out around the perimeter. This game is at Minnesota. Target center. Bounce pass. Down low off the roll down. Kick out corner. Open 3. Ja. Missed off the rim. He's 0 for 3 from the outside. Rebound pulled down by Minnesota. 5:15 left to go in the third. T-Wolves with a possession. Cat dribbles. Right-handed hook at the baseline. Missed off the rim. Pinwheels around. Defensive rebound gets pulled down by Anderson. 5 minutes left to go in the third. Pass midcourt. Anderson up fakes. Dribbles. Down the lane. Slips past the defender. He scores. Left hand up and in off the glass. 69-65. 9-0 run by Memphis in the last 2 minutes on the floor. Under 5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Going to take a timeout here in a great game as the Grizzlies start their comeback. What's good, Jennifer? Welcome back to the stream. Thanks so much for joining in. Dennis, welcome in there, brother. If you guys are new in the channel, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball action, play-by-play, NBA games, college hoops as well on the channel here. Hit me up in the chat who you guys got in this one, who you're rooting for, Minnesota or Memphis as we take the time out. Reviewing the top players so far today's game. Anthony Edwards leading the way for Minnesota, top scorer, 21 points. In 28 minutes, 7 of 13 shooting. 3 made threes from the perimeter for Anthony Edwards. 15 points by Karl-Anthony Towns with 8 rebounds. 10 points by Jaden McDaniels. Those are the 3 players double figures from Minnesota tonight. Dylan Brooks, top player for Memphis. He's got 17 points. Being aggressive tonight, 7 of 16 shooting by Brooks. 15 points by Desmond Bane. 12 points by Brandon Clark. 6 rebounds by Clark. John Morant's got 9. So correction on that before it had updated before. He's got 9 points by John Morant, 6 assists. Ja is 0-4 from 3-point range, 3 of 10 from the floor, though. RT, welcome in here, man. King, welcome to the stream. CC at me, welcome back in. I got Celtics and Heat in the title. Or Celtics and Suns in the title. Boston against Phoenix. I got for me. Wouldn't shock me though if it's Golden State that pulls through, represents the West. Also out in the East. Wouldn't shock me if Milwaukee takes it and it's Milwaukee Golden State either. I think Celtics Milwaukee's going to come down to a game 7. I think majority of those games are going to be close. If Boston doesn't go up 2-0 in the series, I think they're in trouble because Milwaukee gets better and better and better throughout the course of a playoff series. They usually drop the first couple of games early on. They won in 7 last year against Brooklyn, and they had lost the first 2 games. This might be one of those playoff series things that comes down to home court advantages, like the home team wins every single game or so. But I think that's the best second round series is Boston-Milwaukee. Yeah, if Bucks-Warriors meet up, I think the Bucks are going to destroy Golden State, in my honest opinion. Because I think the size is just going to be too much for Golden State to compete about. I think Dallas could be a sleeper type of team. Dallas could very well beat Phoenix, especially how Phoenix played against the Pelicans in the series. I'm quite worried about Phoenix. Because before the playoffs started, I had predicted Boston versus Phoenix. Yeah, they were also down 2-0 in the series against Phoenix, came back and won. Raven, thanks so much for joining in. Glad to have you back at the channel. Hope all is going well. And Dana, welcome to the stream, first timer. "9-0 run by the Grizzlies in the last 2 minutes. Minnesota largest lead was up by 13. We're back from action. Minnesota leading by 4 now as they have the basketball. Towns, Edwards, Beverly, McLaughlin, and number 3, Jaden McDaniels. That's the 5 on the floor currently for Minnesota. Jumper missed at the free throw circle. Rebound control by Memphis. Out to the wing, Brooks. Spots up, takes the open 3. Oh, he rips it through. That's good for the triple by Dylan Brooks. 1-point game with 4:30 left to play. Down by 14 in the last game, Memphis came back and won. Down by 26 and 25 in game number 3, Memphis came back and won. Down by 13 points today, Memphis trailing by 1. Blocked, it will go right back over to Memphis once again. Ja tries to get down the hill, stutter step, kick out to the corner, intercepted by McLaughlin for Minnesota. 4 minutes left to go. Minnesota looking to push it. Out to the corner, 3 in the air. Beverly hits the 3, stumbles right in front of his bench, but drills it though. Raven with a dono. Let's get that dono hype out on the stream. Really appreciate it. You guys, the legends here on the channel. 3:45 left to go. Jumper for a mid-range shot. For a moment, Clark was looking to take the jumper. Instead, made a late pass off to Anderson. 5 in the shot clock. Anderson takes it inside the key. Anderson, tough bucket. He scores for 2. 2-point game. 3:25 left to go in the third. Towns, top of the free throw circle, guarded by Anderson. Pass off the roll down. McLaughlin scores. He lays it up, going up back door. Jordan McLaughlin for 2. And Memphis misses the jumper to their other side. Pushing tempo here for Minnesota. Kick out corner, open 3. Beverly, no good. The whole crowd would have gone wild if he made that one. Put back chance. Missed by Edwards in the key. Rebound control by Memphis. And a reach and fall picked up at midcourt by Minnesota. Clock will stop with 2:58 remaining. What a game, everybody. Romo, thanks so much for joining in once again. What a game, everyone. If you guys are doing a stream, we got 300 plus watching. Hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball games, play-by-play, NBA, college hoops as well. So Ja Morant will shoot 2 at the free throw line. Yeah, Pacers got a really young group of guards that they should be able to build off of. They got a steal on that trade with Tyrese Halliburton. And Chris Duarte is a really good player too. First free throw is good. Verdon, welcome back in here, man. We got 2:58 left to go. Ja Morant shooting his second free throw here at the line. Ja's had a really slow point performance today. Finally up to double digits. As he's got 11 points now, makes them both. 7 points in the third quarter by Ja. Watch out for the fourth quarter. That will have to be monitored. Went off in the last game of the fourth. Towns, kick out corner, open three. McDaniels sinks it. It's a 3-point sizzling fest here tonight at the Target Center. 2:30 remaining. Minnesota comes out firing. They have made 10 threes. Number 1 in three-point makes in the NBA. Memphis has made 9 threes. Floater missed off the mark by the Grizzlies. McLaughlin takes the ball up the floor. And Dylan Brooks called in a reach and fall. Game clock will stop with 2:24 remaining. Yeah, this has been an awesome game tonight. Happy Friday, everybody. Thanks so much all for joining in. Quick update here on the channel. I'm going to be off all day tomorrow and also Sunday, so there's going to be no streams on Saturday and Sunday. I'm off covering baseball. Next 2 days, I got a doubleheader tomorrow. I got an afternoon game on Sunday, so unfortunately won't be able to cover the playoff games on Sunday. I hope to be back next stream after tonight on Monday, as that is a slam dunk by Minnesota right down the lane, tearing it down by Jaden McDaniels. 79-72, 19 minutes, 15 points, 5 of 6 from the floor shooting by Jaden McDaniels. Ja with the ball at the wing. Left baseline, dribble double team. Ja's pass deflected and intercepted by McLaughlin. Pass ahead of the pack, 2-on-1. Minnesota dump off down the lane. There he is again. Jaden McDaniels back-to-back jams. The whole crowd erupts here at the Target Center. 1:51 remaining. Minnesota shoots out of a cannon on a 7-zip run in the last 107. We're going to take a timeout on the floor. Timeout by Memphis with 1:51 in the third. What a game. Yeah, if anybody would be interested in watching the baseball games I covered, I posted those links out in the chat if anybody's interested. The internet link that I announced for is the conference streaming network that the team's homepage is on, so I just posted that link. It's in the community tab that I got it on my channel's community tab. But I got games tomorrow at 12 and 3. That's on Eastern time in the U.S. And then I got another one on Sunday at 1. What a game, everybody. 81-72. Jaden McDaniels showing up for Game 6 of the series. He's got 17 points today in 20 minutes, making every single shot but one. He's made 4 threes of 5 attempts. So him and Edwards carrying the load tonight. Anthony Edwards, 21 points. These are two of the youngsters. Both of these teams are packed with young players. Yeah, McDaniels drafted from Washington, 28th pick overall in 2020. And Anthony Edwards overall number 1 from 2020. The 2020 guys showing up today. Ja Morant from 2019. Desmond Bane is from 2020 for Desmond Bane. Yep, 2020. Picked at 30. It's crazy how the drafts fly by, because I remember just in order 2019, 2020, 2021, specifically 20 and 21 going by so quick because of the shortened off season. And the draft for 2020 had to take place in October after the finish of the NBA bubble. And then before you knew it, the 2021 season went, it closed out, and then the draft for 2021 came and went. Jamie, welcome back in. This game's been really great tonight. That's a playoff career high, by the way, for Jaden McDaniels. He's up to 17. Last call on the floor, Minnesota got fouled. It's going to send Mike McLaughlin to the free throw line and a bonus shooting 2. 1:35 left to go. Or Jordan McLaughlin to the free throw line shooting 2. First one is good. That's where I get the name Mike from. I thought it was similar. He used to race in NASCAR for Mike McLaughlin. No, on Minnesota, it's Jordan McLaughlin. 1:20 remaining. Missed the second one, 82-72. Down the lane, Jackson Jr. puts it up. Too strong off the glass. Tipped. Battle for the rebound. Knocked out of bounds. Referees will say this will be Minnesota basketball. Swag Shop, welcome back to the streamer, man. 1:15 remaining in the third. Ja Morant currently sitting on the bench here from Memphis. McLaughlin passes top of the free throw circle. It's Greg Monroe getting some minutes today. Monroe hands it off to Edwards. Edwards dribbles, attacks right down the lane, puts it up, and he scores. Up and off the backboard. Strong take by Edwards. What a night for Anthony Edwards, the top scorer in the game, coming out partying in the playoffs. He's up to 23. Final minute in the third quarter. Top of the free throw circle, Clark hands it off to Bain, dribbles down the lane, left hand, missed the layup, put back opportunity by Clark, no good, but gets fouled from behind. Game clock will stop with 47 seconds. Jordan McLaughlin right now is 26. So he's in his third season as well. He went undrafted. 2 shots by Brandon Clark from Memphis. First one he makes. Hey, thanks so much, TVP Star. Just being a part here in the channel. That's all that matters here, man. Appreciate it for finding my channel, though, brother. Second free throw coming up at the line for Brandon Clark. He's averaging 16 and 8 in this playoff series. Third-year player from Gonzaga. I remember back in 2019, he was named the NBA Summer League MVP. 40 seconds left to go in the third. Greg Monroe floats up the hook shot, missed off the back rim of the key. Battle for the rebound, pulled down by Tyus Jones. 30 seconds left to go. Memphis down by 10. They have the basketball. Jones will slow it down up the floor. Jones, defended by McLaughlin. 10 seconds on the shot clock, 20 seconds remaining on the game clock. Jones dribbles towards his left in the outside double team. Moves out to the corner. Open three. John Conchar missed off the back rim. Rebound gets pulled down by McLaughlin. 10 seconds remaining. McLaughlin gives it over to Edwards. Edwards shakes and bakes. Dribbles. Attacks right down the lane. Missed it off the bottom right part of the glass. Might have got partially blocked. And we close out at the end of the third quarter. Score, Minnesota 84. Memphis 74. What a game so far tonight. Familiar territory for the Memphis Grizzlies, once again closing out the third quarter in the 70s. Deja vu with Game 5 all over again, once another time through for Memphis. Ja Morant took over in the fourth. That was the difference maker in game number 5. Tonight we shall see. Ja's going to have to start to get going if Memphis wants to have any chance of winning this game. It's Ja time coming up in the fourth. We'll see if Minnesota can still pull it out and force a game number 7. Jono, thanks so much for joining in, man. Things going pretty well. Welcome from France. Shane, thanks so much for joining in, brother. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball action here on the channel, NBA games, college hoops as well. If anybody's interested, feel free to join the channel Discord. Check out the Behind Your Basketball merchandise site. Also, feel free to check out the Twitter link, and I got my Twitter link and also the memberships link. All 4 of those links, Discord, merchandise, Twitter, memberships, are all posted in the description below this video. I got the merchandise link posted to the chat if anybody's interested. We got some pretty cool stuff on the merchandise site, so if you guys are interested, check it out. We have short sleeve shirts, long sleeve shirts, iPhone cases, pillow stickers, sweatshirts, and also pinned to the chat we have the memberships link. That's as low as $1.99 per month. If anybody's interested in becoming channel members, all channel members get a shout out at the end of each and every single one of my live streams. Top scores in the game, 23 points by Anthony Edwards, 17 by Jaden McDaniels from Minnesota, and then 15 points by Karl Anthony Towns. Those are the top 3 players in the game from Minnesota, all in double figures on the scoreboard for Memphis. 20 points by Dylan Brooks, 15 points by Desmond Bane, 14 by Brandon Clark with 7 rebounds, 11.7 assists by Ja Morant. John Morant struggling, though. 29 minutes, just 3 of 10 from the floor, 0 for 4 from 3. Turnovers been a problem tonight for Memphis. 14 turnovers. Minnesota, execution, doing tremendous in this game. 7 turnovers only by the T-Wolves. Minnesota, plus 2 points in the paint. They were minus 80 in this series for points in the paint. And tonight they are plus 2 right now, taking it to the rim and also making their threes. When Minnesota makes 16 threes or greater in this playoff series, they are 2-0. They won those 2 games when making 16 threes or greater. 16 threes they made in Game 1, and they made 18 threes in Game 4. Tonight they made 12 threes. They averaged just below 15 made threes per game, first in the NBA. Yeah, Brooks has been high volume tonight, but he's been more efficient from what he was the last game. Last game, he was tossing up bricks. Tonight, he's below 50%. He's 8 for 18 by Dillon Brooks, but the last game, he was really struggling. I think it was like 2 of 15 for his first 15 shots. But Dillon Brooks got 20 right now. He's the hot hand for Memphis. So we're going to start off the fourth quarter. Memphis had the ball first, lost it at the rim off the missed opportunity to get it right back, though, off the steal. Jackson Jr. open 3 straight away. He's got it, bang, bang, for the triple by Triple J. That's huge. Off of a steal that Memphis was able to get in their own front court. Minnesota now takes it past half court. First time in the fourth quarter they do so. Towns at the wing, shoots the 3. Looking to play hero ball. That didn't even hit the rim. Memphis second possession, top of the key 3. Oh, they got it once again. Right down the pipe, it goes through. It's a 4-point game. That is Tyus Jones with a 3 ball. 1 minute through the fourth quarter. Big response. Went from a 10-point lead to now a 4-point lead for Minnesota. Out to the wing. Keep on playing hero ball. Another 3. Missed this time by Malik Beasley. Minnesota is giving this up right now. Memphis is hot. Minnesota is not at the moment. In the first minute in the fourth, we'll see if this keeps on going. Pass, deflected, intercepted by Pat Beverly for the T-Wolves. That's a big steal right there by Beverly. Beverly dribbles, drives, stops at the low block, puts it up with a left hand, contested by Conchar, draws the foul. And Pat Beverly will shoot 2 at the free throw line. Clock will stop with 10:32 remaining. I got Phoenix for my prediction over Golden State. Wouldn't shock me if Golden State does win the West, though. Pat Beverly, 2 free throws. 10:32 left to go in the fourth quarter. First free throw is good. Alonzo, welcome in. Yeah, Minnesota could have won this series by now if they didn't blow double-digit leads. Second free throw missed off the front rim by Beverly. Rebound goes to Memphis. Minnesota's missed 7 free throws, 13 of 20. 20 at the line. Memphis is 9 of 12. Bounce pass off the roll down. Brandon Clark should have had 2. Got fouled. He's going to shoot 2 at the free throw line. Brandon Clark off a cutter. Missed a slam dunk opportunity off the pass down low from Tyus Jones. Nice pick and roll opportunity right there. Just couldn't convert on it. It's a foul committed by Pat Beverly. So 10:20 left to go. 14 points tonight by Brandon Clark. Averaging 16 and 8 in this playoff series. He's also got 7 rebounds. First one is good at the free throw line. Quick update in the foul trouble. 3 personal fouls for Memphis by Jaren Jackson Jr. and Dillon Brooks. For Minnesota, 4 personal fouls now by Pat Beverly. 3 each by Jared Vanderbilt. Oop. Second free throw is good. So Beverly has got the most fouls by anybody with 4. 10:10 left to go. Attacking down the lane. That is McLaughlin who gets the layup. Yeah, that was unbelievable last night. Chris Paul with a game-winning shot. Jackson Jr. does it right back, scores up and in off the backboard. 87-84, 9:50 left to go in the fourth. Minnesota with a possession. Towns up fakes, drives, kicks, corner into the hands of McLaughlin. Dribbles into the key, bounce pass off to the cutter. Oh, throws it down. Right-handed jam, that is good by Jaden McDaniels, raising the roof. He has been a huge X factor tonight in this game. Huge hammer jam right there by McDaniels. Top of the key, three on its way. Triple J missed off the mark, tipped up to McLaughlin, who comes up with a defensive rebound for Minnesota. McLaughlin makes the pass to Towns. Towns top of the key. 9:15 left to go. Hands it off to McLaughlin. Dribbles to the free throw circle. Bounce pass off the roll down. Watch out. Karl-Anthony Towns throws it down with another hammer with a right-handed flush. And the T-Wolves erupt here at the Target Center with a 7-point lead with 9:10 remaining. Time out on the floor by Memphis. Back-to-back slam dunks. One by Jaden McDaniels with a right-handed flush. And then there goes Cat off the pick and roll down with a right-handed jam, splitting defenders. Memphis with 2 timeouts left to go. Minnesota still with 4 timeouts remaining in the bag as we're going to take one here. If you're new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe here. What a game between these two teams in the moment. Jaden McDaniels, playoff career high with 19. 23 points by Anthony Edwards, 17 now by Karl-Anthony Towns with 9 rebounds. They're bringing energy right now for Minnesota, just looking to close it out. Memphis keeps on coming back in this game, but Minnesota responding with a lot of big possessions. One of the key things that Minnesota's done is they've got downhill. 42-36 points in the paint in favor of Minnesota. That is something that is rare throughout this playoff series. It's Memphis that's completely controlling points in the paint. Plus 80, they came into this game through points in the paint for Memphis. But today it's been Minnesota in this game. And then turnovers. Minnesota, one of their problem points this season has been turnover problems. They only have 8 total turnovers tonight, playing really good execution-wise on the floor. 15 turnovers by Memphis, a scrappy defensive team that leads all of NBA in steals. And they've turned it over 15 times where they've only got 4 steals as a team. Minnesota with 11 total steals racked up. Whirly Bird, welcome back in on the channel here, man. What a game. We got 9:10 left to go in the fourth quarter. If you guys are just joining in. Largest lead was Minnesota by 13. Both teams are kind of around the same similar ballpark as for three-pointers made. 11 made threes by Memphis, 10 made threes by Minnesota. It's going to come down to who can make the big-time shots here in the final 9 minutes plus. That's what's going to happen. Ja Morant yet to show up tonight. 11 points in 29 minutes. 3 of 10 from the floor by Ja. If he shows up here in the final 9 minutes, Memphis has a chance. So here we go. 91-84. 9:10 left to go. Coming back from the timeouts. Karl-Anthony Towns, solid game himself he's had today for Cat with 17 points, 9 rebounds. Yeah, good question. I'm not entirely sure there, Trevor. But if Memphis comes out on top, there will be no Game 7. Yeah, I think recent memory, every single time in the first round, there's been a Game 7 as far as I can Go back like the last 3-4 years, I'm pretty sure. Desmond Bane has it. Top of the key. 9 minutes left to go. Memphis down by 7. Hands it off to Brooks. Brooks been the hot hand tonight for Memphis. The top scorer for the team with 20. Brooks passes out to his left to Bane. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Attacks the lane with the right hand. He scores. Lays it up and in by Desmond Bane. What a game. 8:40 remaining in the fourth. Desmond Bane up to 17 points. Top of the key. McDaniel slides it over to his left into the hands of McLaughlin. Entry pass down low. Towns gets clobbered from behind and fouled. 8:31 left to go in the fourth quarter. Karl-Anthony Towns with 17 points will shoot 2. It's Dylan Brooks who picks up the blocking foul. Yeah, that's a great question there. Ja or Trae Young? Because Trae has the ability to take over games. I'd probably go with Ja, though, because Ja came into the NBA 1 year later after Trae, which Ja's taken that huge step up this year. Yeah, this has been a tremendous game today. First free throw was missed, though, by Cat at the line. From Palau, welcome to the stream here in Maryville. Trevor, welcome back on the channel, man. We have 8:31 left to go. Second free throw. Towns knocks it through. Six-point lead for Minnesota. Memphis takes up the floor. They have Ja, Brooks, Bane, Tyus Jones, Jaren Jackson Jr., the 5 players currently in the court for Memphis. Ja, pass off the roll down. Too easy. Nobody there defensively from Minnesota. And a two-handed dunk is good by Jaren Jackson Jr. Ja with 11 points, 8 assists. He's up to now. 8 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. So another off game. We'll see if he can start to take over in the final 8 minutes, though. Missed jumper by McLaughlin at the top of the key. Memphis comes up with the rebounds. Ja takes it past the midcourt logo. He has it, the Target Center logo right now. Ja dribbles up to the free throw circle. Pump fake. Lobs it down low into the hands of Triple J. Turnaround gets followed by Beasley. And Jaren Jackson Jr. will head to the free throw line, shoot 2. The game clock will stop with 7:42 left to go. Setting up for a great finish. If you guys are new in the channel here, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Ring that notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified for future live streams I do cover. 2 free throws by Jaren Jackson Jr. First one is good. Here comes Memphis. Anthony Edwards checks into the game now as Malik Beasley will head towards the bench. Angela, thanks so much for joining in. Let me know out in the chat who you guys got in this game. Minnesota or Memphis. McLaughlin will come out of the game as well for Minnesota. Splash Vibe, welcome to the stream. Stringer Bell, welcome on board. Second free throw missed. Rattled out by Triple J. Rebound controlled by McDaniels. Russell, Edwards, McDaniels, Beverly Towns. That's the 5 on the floor currently for Minnesota. Memphis with their 5. Ja, Jackson Jr., Tyus Jones, Dylan Brooks, and Desmond Bane at the free throw circle. Jab step, jumper, no good by Towns. Tipped up, battle for the rebound. And it will be a loose ball foul here. Picked up on Memphis by Jackson Jr. Wasn't in the tip motion. If it was in the tip motion, this will be 2 coming up at the line. We're going to see if this was. And it was. So it was in the tip motion. So Jaden McDaniels will shoot 2. 7:16 remaining. So it will be 2 free throws by Jaden McDaniels, who has been huge in this game for Minnesota. First one is good. He's got a playoff career high. 7:16 remaining on the clock. Jaden McDaniels up to 20. 7 of 8 shooting tonight. Second free throw by McDaniels. That goes through. 94-89. 7:15 left to go. Ja will take it up the floor. Pass midcourt for Ja. Ja dribbles towards his right around the wing of the perimeter. Off of a double team. Passes out to the top. Driving. Floats up the runner. Tyus Jones connects on it. That's a tough floater inside the key for Tyus, able to convert on it. Back to a 3-point game it goes. 7 minutes left to go. Jones with 7 points tonight in 21 minutes through of court time for Memphis. Top of the key, it is Russell. Russell had it stripped. Stole away by Jones. Gives it right back to Beverly, though. Beverly gonna set it up. Pass it out to the top. Into the hands of McDaniels at the wing. McDaniels pass over to Towns. 15 on the shot clock. Towns, top of the key, crosser on Brooks, hands it off to Beverly, 8 on the shot clock, moves it over to Towns, left baseline dribble. Ooh, we get a foul. That's going to be called on Dylan Brooks, as he's got some words for Karl-Anthony Towns pushing off. And the referees call it on the defense by Dylan Brooks. Cat right here with a push-off. Yeah, he just lowers that right shoulder right into Brooks, and it was called on Brooks. So we're going to have a timeout taken on the floor right now. 94-91, 6:26 left to go as we take the media break. Let's go. 400 on the stream. If you guys are new in the channel, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, everybody. And let me know out in the chat who you guys got in this one here. Quick look at the foul trouble in today's game. Pat Beverly, 4 fouls for Minnesota, 3 by Jared Vanderbilt. And then for Memphis, 5 personal fouls now by Dylan Brooks. He just picked up his 5th, 4 by Jaren Jackson Jr. That looked like a clear push-off by Cats. It was off of a dribble motion, so it shouldn't be shooting when we get back. I'll update you guys if anything changes. James, welcome to the stream here, man. Maraville, looking for that Game 7. Just to win and get back to action here, we have the score 94-91, Minnesota by 3, with 6:26 left to go. Minnesota doing a great game getting down the hill to the rim. They did have the edge a couple moments ago, points in the paint. It's tied up now at 42. So both teams 42-42 points in the paint. A difference maker in this game is that Minnesota's only turned it over 9 times. Memphis has 16 turnovers. So it's Minnesota who took the last timeout. The T-Wolves with 4 timeouts left remaining. Memphis with just 2 for timeouts. Yeah, 16 turnovers. Ja Morant just hasn't been himself today. Ja with just 11 total points, 3 of 10 from the floor shooting, 0 for 4 from 3 in 31 minutes. And still, that they've got this to a 3-point game. So we're going to get back to action right now. Dylan Brooks, top scorer for Memphis. He's got 20. Top scorer for Minnesota, 23 by Anthony Edwards. Jaden McDaniels being a huge factor in this game today. He's got 21. So we come back from the timeout. Minnesota will get the inbound. 6:26 left to go. Minnesota, far side of the floor, looking at inbound. Edwards, bounce pass, left baseline into the hands to Russell. Edwards, Russell, McDaniels, Towns, and Beverly. Beverly off the screen, dribbles down the lane, lost control of the basketball. He turns it over in the key. Memphis comes up with it right back going down the hill. Ja, kick to the corner. Brooks passes out to the wing. 3 in the air. Bane comes up short. Battle for the rebound. Tipped over to Bane. Open 3 straight away. Right down the chute it goes. It's tied up at 94. Desmond Bane makes the 3. 6 minutes remaining. Just like Memphis did in the last game, they got second chance points with a 3 that tied the game. And once again, they tie it in Game 6 here. Edwards looking for the response. He does. Makes the 3 at the wing by Anthony Edwards. Top scorer in this game for Minnesota. He is erupted for 26 tonight. Bane going downhill. Floats it up off the glass. Gets called in the offensive foul by Desmond Bane. Go right back to Minnesota with 5:33 remaining. Bane pushing off, lowering the right shoulder, driving on Russell. 5:30 left to go. That's 18 turnovers tonight for Memphis. Just 10 by Minnesota. Bounce pass through traffic. Minnesota turns it over for the 11th time now. Ja dribbles up the floor. Kick out to the wing for the tie. Dylan Brooks. He does. Oh, he hits it. Dylan Brooks at 97 apiece. Drills the 3. 5:10 left to go. Minnesota takes up the floor. Dylan Brooks up to 23. Top scorer in the game for Memphis. Crossover. Edwards dribbles, attacks, down the lane. He gets blocked by Jackson. It goes right back to Memphis. Chance to take the lead here for the Grizzlies. Euro step Brooks, right hand, missed it off the back rim. Contact, bodies collide on the hardwood, and we have a foul. Clock will stop with 4:53. This is going to be on Dylan Brooks. Offensive foul charge to Dylan Brooks. And that is Dylan Brooks now who picks up foul number 6, I believe. And if so, he is gone. Yes, that is. That's number 6. Dylan Brooks is out of this game. The top scorer for Memphis with 23 points. Just picked up his 6th. Runs over Pat Beverly in the key. He is done for the game. 4:45 left to go. Edwards has possession, top of the key. He's defended by Jackson Jr. 1-on-1. Edwards dribbles, drives, right down the lane, goes back door. Huge block, but they call it not clean. It's going to be Anthony Edwards shooting 2. John Morant. I think it was on Ja. I think it was on Ja on the blocking foul. It's going to be 2 shots here by Edwards. Riley, welcome on the stream here, man. What a game we got. If you guys are just joining in, we have 4:37 left to go. Jackson Jr. around, and it was on Ja. The blocking foul called on Ja. That will be Ja's first foul committed tonight. Or they got Jackson, actually. I looked back at the log here. They're going to get Jackson on that? Yeah, they did. They got Jackson on it. So, correction in the call, they actually picked it up with Jaren Jackson Jr. So it was before Ja came in. So they called it on Jaren Jackson Jr. for the foul. So now he's in foul trouble with 5. Because Ja came late into that. It looked like Ja had touched Anthony Edwards more than Jackson Jr. had. I didn't see much contact from Triple J from behind. First one is good at the free throw line for Edwards. So foul trouble right now. Jaren Jackson Jr. just picked up his 5th. He's the only one in foul trouble. And then for Minnesota, 4 personal fouls picked up by Pat Beverly. And 3 by Jared Vanderbilt. But concern now is more for Memphis with foul trouble as Brooks is fouled out. Second free throw, good by Edwards. Anthony Edwards, top scorer in this game for Minnesota. He's up to 28, leading the way in tonight's category. 4:25 left to go. Ja with the ball at the edge of the midcourt logo. Ja dribbles towards his right. Morant passes cross court to Jackson Jr. Gives it out to the free throw circle to Clark. Clark looking to pass outside 4 in the shot clock though. Gives it over to Tyus Jones. Launches a prayer. Missed off the rim, no good. A rebound falls right into the hands of Karl-Anthony Towns. Minnesota by 2. They have the ball. 4 minutes left to play. Edwards crossover. Step back 3 in the air. Off the back rim, no good. A rebound pulled down by Triple J in Memphis. 3:50 left to go. Corner. Ja has it. And Memphis will commit another foul reaching in the corner. It's Minnesota who does with Towns. So Towns commits the reach in. Clock will stop with 3:54. Christian, welcome back on the stream. We got a good game here. Tremendous matchup going down between these two teams in the series. Last two games decided by 3 points combined. Ja dribbles inside the key, lost the ball. Right place, right time is Clark. Clark gets fouled from behind. Brandon Clark will shoot two at the free throw line. 3:46 left to go as the clock stops. 500 on the stream. Let's go, everybody. If you guys are new in the channel, hit that thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball action, play-by-play, NBA games, also college hoops as well. Brandon Clark will shoot two at the line. 3:46 left to go. And the referees will take a look at this one at the monitor. So refs are going to take a look at this last call at the monitor. 2-point game, 3:46 left to go on the clock. Brandon Clark got fouled from behind. Initial call was that it was on Karl Anthony Towns. Yeah, this has been going on throughout the playoff series for Ja. If he didn't come alive in the last game, then Minnesota would be up in the series 3-2. And if Memphis didn't come back from 25 and 26 down, then Minnesota would have taken this playoff series by now in 6. So free throws to the line for Brandon Clark. First one is up, first one is through. Second free throw by Clark. He's up to 17 points. Missed it off the front rim. Going to come down to free throws in this game. This is where Memphis is 13 of 18, 76.5%. Minnesota is 18 of 26, at 69%. And Memphis will get the inbound. 3:46 left to go. Tyus Jones, far side of the court, the inbound passer. Brandon Clark, Jaren Jackson Jr., Ja Morant, Desmond Bane. That's the 5 on the floor currently for Memphis. For Minnesota, it will be Pat Beverly, Karl Anthony Towns, as they face the camera away for a moment, trying to get the 5 on the floor for Minnesota. I saw Anthony Edwards, Pat Beverly, Karl Anthony Towns, those three currently on the court. Also out there was Jaden McDaniels. He's been a big X factor in this game for McDaniels. 21 points off the bench, a player of career high. Anthony Edwards, top scorer in the game, he's got 28. So McDaniels out there in the court right now as he came off the bench today. 3 timeouts remaining for Minnesota, 2 timeouts remaining for Memphis. Memphis will get the inbound. John now the inbound passer. As we're back to action, Jordan McLaughlin comes into the game at this moment. Inside the key, Ja gets his shot blocked by Towns. Gets it back though, Ja powers his way inside. Missed the layup off the glass between two defenders. Second chance, blocked from behind. Guess who? That is Jaden McDaniels who denies Ja from behind, and it will be Memphis, Minnesota basketball. With a timeout taken on the floor with 3:25 by Minnesota. Jaden McDaniels, what a game. 21 points and a massive block down low denying Ja with any second chance points. 1 block inside the key by Towns right from behind. Towns alters that one, and then right from behind again, third chance by Ja, nada. As McDaniels blocks him. Timeout on the floor. Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining. 3:25 left to go. It's going to be Minnesota basketball once we get out of the timeout. What a game. Tina, thanks so much for joining in. 500 in the chat. Let's go, everybody. Yeah, let me know out in the stream where you guys are from out here, who you're rooting for. Feel free to let me know as well out in the channel here. Incredible community that we connect worldwide, connecting the world out in these streams. Impressive tonight what the second-year player for Washington has done. Jaden McDaniels, 21 points, 7 of 8 shooting through 30 minutes, 4 of 5 from three-point range, also with a block. Lave, thanks so much for joining in again from Cali. Beverly's Kitchen on the stream. Welcome aboard. Here we go. 3:20 left to go. Inbound from Minnesota. Towns takes a three at the wing. Missed off the back rim. No good. Quick update. Dylan Brooks has fouled out from Memphis. Jaren Jackson Jr. currently on the court with 5 total personal fouls. Kick out to the corner. Clark to Bain. Shoots the three. It is good. The first one to 100 was a team that was trailing throughout most of this game. The Memphis Grizzlies have come back with 3 minutes remaining, and they lead off the Desmond Bain 3, 101-99. At the rim, missed layup by Minnesota. Goes right back to Memphis. Here goes Ja. Free throw circle. Kick out. Open three at the corner. Tyus Jones, no good. Hit the front rim. You gotta have that one. An offensive rebound, though, by Memphis. Ja. Kick out. Corner. Three. Jones, second time. Missed again. Another offensive rebound by Ja. Ja at the wing of the perimeter. 2:30 left to go. Morant dribbles, attacks McLaughlin down the lane, reverse hand layup. Oh, he shows up in the big moments. Ja Morant, that was nasty. Right down the lane, scores. Reverse hand for 2. It's a 4-point Memphis lead. 2:15 remaining. Towns takes the 3. They are playing hero ball right now, and they are cracking under pressure because of it for Minnesota. Towns missed the 3. 2 minutes left to go. Cracking under pressure once again with a 13-point blown lead in Game 6. The third time they've done it in the series, blowing a double-digit lead. 3 in the shot clock. Ja from the Target Center logo took the jumper, missed off the bottom left part of the glass. McLaughlin now with the ball. Gives it at the left baseline. Beverly passes back outside to McLaughlin. Bounce pass left elbow into the hands of Towns. Got to get to the rim here for Towns. Swings it out to the corner. McDaniels laces up a 3. Bang, bang. Oh, baby, he hits it. The player of the game if Minnesota wins tonight. Jaden McDaniels with a playoff career high. He's got 24. 1:30 left remaining. Memphis by 1 with a basketball. Ja, edge of the Minnesota logo, has it top of the key. 5 in the shot clock for Ja. Defended off the pick. Drives down the lane. 2 on the shot clock. Ja swings it out to the top. Catch and fire 3. Tyus Jones right through the shoot it goes with .2 on the shot clock remaining. Drills a big time 3. Timeout taken on the floor by Minnesota. Oops. They've done it again. They blow another double-digit lead. Ja Morant dribbles to the elbow. Swings it out to the top. Off the catch. 0.2 of a second remaining on the shot clock. Tyus Jones off the catch. Launches straight away. And drills the J for the 3 ball at the top of the key. 1:09 left to go. Timeout on the floor by the T-Wolves. Blown lead after blown lead after blown lead. Down by 14 in the last game. Lost Game 5. Lost Game 3, winning by 26 and 25. And winning tonight as many as 13 points, in the Minnesota Timberwolves once again are in some serious danger of losing the series. Deja vu once again. If you guys are new to the channel, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. It's the playoffs with a blown games all over the place. That's what happens when they're playing Jordan McLaughlin with 1:30 left to go. They're playing players that haven't played much minutes. Devastating for Minnesota. Karl-Anthony Towns, when the moment is on you, the pressure just builds up and he cracks under pressure. Cat took a lot of deep jump shots in the last 5 minutes in this game for Karl-Anthony Towns. 1 timeout remaining for Minnesota. 2 timeouts remaining for Memphis. 1:09 left to go. Minnesota will get the inbound. They still got McLaughlin on the floor right now. Inbound goes to Beverly, top of the key. As Russell is currently on the bench for Minnesota. At the wing, Edwards dribbles, attacks, kick out to the wing. McLaughlin inside the key with the right hand. Gets the layup. That's good with 1 minute left to play. Ja gets the inbound. 55 seconds left to go. Ja with 13 points, got a huge layup a couple moments ago. Has it at the midcourt logo. Also, Memphis is in the bonus. 45 seconds remaining. Ja has it at the left wing, defended by Towns. Ja swings it down the lane. Clark dump off. Jackson dunks it home. Oh, baby, with a huge two-handed dunk cutting right baseline. Backdoor by Triple J. 30 seconds left to go. Edwards passes, corner, up fake. Beverly takes a step back with a 3. Missed off the back rim, no good. Tipped out of bounds in the corner. And the referees will say this will be Memphis basketball with 24 seconds remaining. Minnesota again cracked under pressure in a elimination game at home, blowing another double-digit lead. Timeout taken on the floor. 24 seconds left to go as Memphis will get the inbound coming up out of the timeout. They have done it again. Got a feel for Catman. He has been stuck at 18 points for a long time. Took so many deep jumpers. He's 0 for 3 from 3-point range today for Karl-Anthony Towns. 6 of 19 from the floor. When the biggest game of your life matters to move on to the playoff series. And in the final 5 minutes, he's taken a lot of deep perimeter shots and has missed off the mark. And D'Angelo Russell today had just 7 points and hasn't even checked in the game in a while. Russell with just 1 personal foul, so it's not like foul trouble is the problem. They just have gone with Jordan McLaughlin, who has scored 9 points through 24 minutes instead of Russell. And a big game 6 in a single game elimination, and Russell's not out there in the final 2 minutes. This is inexcusable. Now, your main starter, not on the floor. 24 seconds left to go. And McLaughlin is still out on the court right now. He's defending Tyus Jones. Kyle Anderson, far side of the floor, will be the inbound passer. Anderson looking to pass it off. Gives it all the way to the backcourt to Ja. 24 seconds remaining. You're going to fall if you're Minnesota. Clock goes down to 20.7. 4 seconds went off the clock between the inbounds and by the time that Beverly followed all the way in the Memphis backcourt. So it looks like there's going to be no Game 7. No Game 7 in the first round by anybody. As Memphis, if they hold on, they're going to take on Golden State in the second round. The 2 versus the 3. Ja Morant, 5 for 8 at the free throw line today, shooting 2. First free throw, Ja makes it. Ja's going to have to play miles better than what he did in this series if Memphis wants a legitimate chance to take that series against Golden State. Because Golden State's got brothers who's going off for 25 plus against you with a trio. Curry, Clay, and Poole. Second free throw is good by Ja. 110-104 timeout on the floor by Minnesota. They just ran out of timeout, so they just burned their last time out of the game. Just cracking under pressure when it comes into this playoff series by Minnesota. And deja vu, this is now 3 times. They could have taken this series. So many opportunities to do so. Like, how in the world you blow a 25-point lead, you blow a 26-point lead in the same game they did that. You blow a 14-point lead, and now you blow a 13-point lead. Much closer series than I had anticipated here, but I mean, just can't close out games. The troublesome spot, I feel like, for Memphis in that playoff series is that they got to get going with a 3-ball for Memphis. They did that today, but they have been streaky throughout this playoff series here. And they're going to be going up against a red-hot Golden State team who's bound to drill 15-plus threes on you a night. Inbound for Minnesota. They're going to have to get one off quickly. Edwards with a 3, missed off the back rim. Rebound pulled down by Jaren Jackson Jr. and Triple J will head to the free throw line to shoot 2. 15.9 seconds left to go, and Memphis has done it again. Pat Beverly just picked up the fall. That is his 6th, so he has just fallen out of the game. Yeah, thanks so much, Riley, for stopping them by, man. Two free throws to the line. First one is good by Jackson Jr. This was Minnesota's game to win. John Morant couldn't have laid it out on the table better for you in this game. That he goes 4-14, only scores 15 points tonight, and misses all 5 3-point shooting attempts for John Morant. And then Memphis turns over the basketball a grand total of 18 times in this game, and you still can't win for Minnesota. Late bucket by Minnesota, 9 seconds left to go. Inbound, Anderson, deflected out of bounds. Who got it last? Jaws pointing in the Memphis direction. Game clock is stopped with 8.3 seconds. It's going to stay Memphis basketball. Thanks so much, Tonio, for joining in. 6 seconds remaining. And Ja gets followed by Edwards with 6.2. So it's going to be 2 more free throws to the line. Hey, thanks so much, Tambura, for joining in. Tomorrow I'm going to be off, so no streams for me. Saturday and Sunday, I'm off this weekend covering baseball. I got 2 games tomorrow for baseball I'm covering. Got a game in the afternoon on Sunday. The next stream will be the Heat versus the Sixers, I believe. Their first game on Monday. So I think that's going to be the next stream. First one is good by Ja. Second free throw, that's good as well. 114-106, 5 seconds left to go. Edwards at the top takes a 3. Off the rim, short, and this game is gone final. Deja vu all over again for the Memphis Grizzlies, coming from behind and pulling out a W. They win the series. 114-106 the final, trailing by 13 points. And they beat Minnesota with another come-from-behind victory. They do it once again for Memphis, and it will be Memphis versus Golden State in round number 2. You couldn't have laid this one on a platter any better for Minnesota to win this game, honestly. John Morant goes 4-14, scores 17 points. Memphis turns over the basketball 18 times. Minnesota had the same amount of points in the paint as Memphis today, which Memphis had been just destroying Minnesota points in the paint in the series. And Minnesota can't even win in today's game. Cracking under pressure late in games, rough way to lose, especially when it comes on your home court. And the whole crowd just right now completely silent. They just cannot believe it. Stunned for a third time in the series with 3 come-from-behind victories by the Memphis Grizzlies against Minnesota in this series. Memphis trailed by 26 and 25 in one game itself in Game 3. They trailed in Game 5 by 14. Tonight they come from behind by 13 and win in Game 6. Crazy. The series of the comeback here that we have just witnessed. Thanks so much all for joining in. Before I do sign off, gonna close out to the channel members. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams, everybody. And a quick update, I'm gonna be off tomorrow and Sunday, so no stream Saturday and Sunday. So I'll be off Saturday and Sunday. I got baseball college triple header this weekend, so I am off. I'll be back on Monday probably for the next stream. So just an update right there. So unfortunately I won't be able to cover Bucks Celtics Game 1 for you guys because I got college baseball covering in person on that same time. So we're going to wrap up here channel members for you guys. We got Jason, Rajeep, Russell, BP, Greg, Oreo Pudding, Braden, Bino, Mark, Mike, John, Jessica, Ahino, Joseph, Michael, Woody, Warren, I am Ghost, Kelly, Arohan, Micolette, Blessed Brian, SG Sports Talk, Isaiah, Bruin, Cody, Steven, Tristan, Ian, Spaghetti Factory, Happy MT Dude, Mike, and Robin. Thanks so much all for joining in. Glad to have you guys back on the stream here tonight. What a game. We've got Memphis comes from behind. They win 114-106 final score. If anybody's interested, I also posted that link in the community tab as well. I'm covering college baseball tomorrow, 2 games at 12 and 3 in the afternoon, and then a game at 1 on Sunday. I posted a link for the streaming link to those games. If you guys are interested watching or so, that's up in the community tab. I'll see you guys hopefully on Monday. Thanks so much all for joining in. Memphis takes the series in 6. They win it 114-106 final score over Minnesota. The comeback kids once again. In 3 games, they did it in the series for the Memphis Grizzlies. Thanks so much all for joining in, and enjoy the rest of your Friday night, everybody.